Order filled.
Order filled.
Order submitted. Order canceled. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order canceled. Order submitted. Order canceled. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order canceled. Order submitted. Order filled. Order filled.
Welcome home, Columbia. Beautiful, beautiful.
Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
associates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
Junius started out pushing carts when he was 18. 20 years later, he's leading his team of over 300 associates to be their best. Who knew you could level up like that?
I knew.
Barry Diller's memoir is out today.
They look at me like, I now know you.
You're not talking about massive loss of jobs.
This is a labor market where hiring is hesitant.
We have concerns with lots of American companies that come on.
What up, buddy?
Business with China.
You should be concerned with the companies that don't come on.
I bought a short at 578 at 2 a.m. So that's a long time ago. We have to wait for the next signal. Looks like it wants to drop. Discord's private.
A lot has been made of kind of a muted response to the news surrounding the Fed.
Morning, buddy.
What the president can do, the cook's job. Were you surprised by the market reaction? And if it doesn't react, what does that tell you about how much the market effectively cares? Yeah, look, I think the market does care about Fed independence. First and foremost, the Fed is a body that protects long-term economic stability. And if that is disrupted in any way, we could see market volatility, rate volatility. In fact, yields could start to move higher rather than the lower goal that the administration has. All that being said, the Fed Board of Governors, they do have some scope of responsibility, including discount rate, including reserve requirements, but the broader
Yeah, Fides is good. I'm just waiting on Project X from them. Right now, I'm not using them right now. Those guys are good. They do pay out.
So you buy this notion that by even going this route, by firing her over a post on Truth Social, that sends kind of a shockwave to the rest of the members that you have to either get in line or deal with something that Lisa Cook is doing. That it's not some sort of signal.
Do we go long or we stay short? What do we do?
Process in the system, and that Fed independence will remain intact in some way, shape, or form. And I think that is the bottom line in terms of what we're seeing in the market reaction as well. And we're hopeful that over time, that is kind of the direction of travel, and the administration realizes that is probably the best for all parties involved. So looking ahead to today, we probably the most important day of earnings season, at least in the last couple of years, has been NVIDIA's earnings day, which is after the bell today. How do you see it all playing out? Expectations are very high. It has a strong potential to move the market in either direction. So what are you advising clients going into today's print? Yeah, look, NVIDIA is always a bellwether for the AI technology trade. We expect very strong results.
Yeah, I think we have to wait for the market to open.
Of course, it's slowed over time.
Can't tell. 3 minutes looks like it's want to drop some more, but it's hard to tell. Bot's still short though.
Probably a secular thing, 3 to 5 years still in the forward outlook. When we think about it, of course, right now we've seen all the gains in the infrastructure players of AI, whether it's semiconductors, whether it's the data center players. We do expect over time that will broaden to some of those sectors that benefit from the productivity gains, whether it's financial services, healthcare, industrials, and manufacturing. All should participate over time. And by the way, if the Fed is cutting rates, some of those sectors may play some catch up as well.
Where do you find the sort of sentiment for most of your clients at the moment, and you guys internally? Is it overly stretched or not particularly?
Look, we've had a nice 30% rally in the S&P 500. A lot of our
What's up, Google?
clients,
Google.
are
Google.
We are headed into a seasonally choppy. Historically, September and October can see some volatility. All that being said, I think many realize that as we head into 2026, we see a couple of
I don't think Trump is on.
One, of course, we talked about the Fed potentially.
Yeah, it was a good short, right? Only took 5 points though. I should have taken more, but I had to drop off the kids.
And the third factor I'd mention is the cash on the sidelines, whether it's money market, cash-like instruments. All of that might come into play, especially if in 12 months from now rates are a bit lower. So we do see the possibility that we could get this reacceleration in 2026. At what level are you looking for some of that cash sweeping phenomenon to reverse itself and move back into the market? What rate level usually allows that to happen? I think the Fed does move rates more towards a neutral level, call it 3.5% or in that range. You could start to see some actual movement. Historically, though,
I do want to
we are
get
now
Nvidia
1%
puts
plus
though,
pretty good yields
for
versus,
sure,
you
for
know, the
sure.
last 10 years or so. If
What's
you're
up,
in
buddy?
retirement, you're getting a good rate of return. But if you think of that at the 10-year Treasury level, you can lock in that rate now for about a 10-year
Look at this
horizon
freaking
and
dude
have that potential for price
pretending.
appreciation there as well.
In terms of rate levels, what level, if we do see longer
Nope.
rates rise, what level spooks
He's
the
shy.
Yeah, you know, look, historically, it's been around that 5% 10-year that has been
So
kind of
Nvidia
a
is
hindrance for
close
the
to
equity
all-time
market.
high.
But all that being said, we do
I want to
think
get
that
puts for
the 10-year
October.
is likely to remain range bound here. It's been in this kind of 4.5% range unless something dramatic happens in terms of whether it is debt or inflation. But for now, we see both of those, especially on the inflation front, likely remaining in a contained range. Given what you mentioned with regard to 2026 and
Oh,
the
that
potential
long
for
looks
rate
good,
cuts, the
Doc.
potential for some fiscal stimulus from the One Big Beautiful Bill filtering through into the economy, are you worried that inflation may pop back up again? And then what do you do from a portfolio allocation standpoint?
I think it's long in
now,
Q. Yeah.
in anticipation of that? Yeah, you
I
know,
was
I
short
think
at
things
610. I
that
left for short and I
still
went to
caught in
drop
this
up the
in
kid
between a
and
rock
came
and a
back
hard
and got
place.
profit.
Inflation, whether it's tariff related or stimulus
Yeah.
related, there's the potential for it to move higher. Now, from a tariff perspective,
Yeah,
that
they
is
were.
indicated
They didn't
a
fight
good
today.
base case scenario
Like,
that
okay, let's go.
perhaps there's a one-time shift higher in
Oh,
the
you
price
went
level
long,
of goods,
Google?
and from there
I
we
don't know
should
if your
see
long is good or not.
stabilization.
I'm gonna wait
We
for
also
open.
are in the camp that we could see inflation rise, you know, in this
Google
2.5%
got in long at
3.5% range.
588, so
Maybe
Google's red. Yeah.
goes a little bit past that. We don't see it returning to this kind of 8-9% type range we saw post-pandemic. So still hopeful that the inflation rate is in this contained range. Over time, we see it moving in towards the Fed's 2% target, which is the good news.
Oh,
So
Google?
I think despite near-term inflationary pressures, we think the Fed is focused on labor market, and of course, 2026 looking better.
Oh,
Thank you
average
so
down.
much.
Oh, wow, we got 16. Okay, I see it now.
Right back.
A law partner
Yeah, it is.
rediscovers her
100%.
industry and establishes a charitable
Gambit
trust to
and
keep the
Q-tip.
craft alive for generations to come. From preserving a cultural tradition to leaving a legacy, a Raymond James financial advisor
I
gets
do
to
want
know
to
you, your
reshort every
passions,
pump some
and the
more.
way you enrich your community. That's life well planned.
What's up, AB? It's gonna chop today. Yeah, I think someone said the Feds was on. He's got a right click. Yeah. Bought short since 2 a.m. So yeah. Good luck. Hope you blow your account, Mugo. 560, yeah. Let's see the next level down. 525 is next, Google. If it goes down.
Streets in the drive-thru again. Oh, hey, Kirk. What can I get you today?
I think I know My Funny Futures, Apex, and Tradify. I thought they blocked those because people are scamming on the ZB.
That comes from knowing you're the best. Now back to you, Tom. So the usual. Make Raising Cane's part of your game day lineup. One love. Today, let's stand with Bear, the #1 rated stain.
Oh, we're finally standing the deck.
Today, we're not. With Bear stains, your deck will have all-weather protection.
I mean, today's my endurance ride, though.
This is so great. I've been telling him for months.
It's been a lot of rain.
That's okay. Bear stain will resist rain in just 4 hours.
Where are you calling?
Oh, hey, we're having a barbecue next Sunday. Wait until you see the deck.
Get the #1 rated stain at an everyday low
Yeah,
price.
we had to stop spinning there in a little bit later.
Breaking on Squawk this morning, sources telling CNBC that Fed Governor Lisa Cook may file a lawsuit against the White House as soon as today to prevent her firing. And New York Fed President John Williams said he's seeing a gradual decline in inflation. Williams also said it's appropriate to lower interest rates over time.
Well, I didn't know Coles went up 20% today. ER was good, yeah. Damn, that's shocking.
That does it for us. Will, Leslie, thank you for.
Are you short?
We got a lot more coming up tomorrow, and in the meantime, we're going to head over to Squawk on the Street.
Nice.
Welcome to Squawk on the Street. I'm Carl Quintanilla with Jim Cramer and David Faber at Post 9 of the New York Stock Exchange. Relatively steady.
There's your 588, Google. Get out. Abort.
Pretty nice series of beaten rays from MongoDB, Ox, Okta, even Coles. Yield curve is steepening though. Choose 10's highest since April. Our roadmap begins with racing for NVIDIA's earnings a few hours away. We'll get you set up.
Plus, Fed Governor Lisa Cook says she will sue to prevent President Trump from firing her. This is Trump says he'll have a Fed majority soon to push for lower rates. And the president's 50% tariffs on India are going into effect. In fact, have gone into effect. I think it was 12:01 a.m.
Oh, India got taxed. Wow.
As punishment for buying Russian oil. India now one of the highest tariff
India got 50% tariff.
in the U.S. trading sphere.
Yeah. At 12 o'clock in the morning last night.
After the close of trading, Jim, implied moves about 6%. It's pacing for 5 consecutive months higher.
Yeah, okay, so we actually had the CEO of MongoDB on this morning. Talk about the overspend. Are the hyperscalers overspending? Does it really matter if we're so early in the game? It talks about hallucination and the problems there. I come back and say that the answers to everything come to this company. You cannot have generative AI the way you'd like to without NVIDIA. So you're going to have what some people say overspend, but it's table stakes. It's the price to be in the business. David, there are a lot of people who feel this will come up tonight, that the total cost of ownership in NVIDIA's got too high, and you can't make money with it.
Total cost of ownership. Explain what you mean when you say that.
Oh, because if you buy the stuff and then you have it inserted by Dell and you try to train on it and you have the inference, it turns out that you lose money.
Because if you're just spending so much, you're not getting a return.
Right.
But they all, I mean, OpenAI is losing an enormous amount of money right now.
Right. But it's worth.
Did you get out, Mugo?
Because of what is expected to be coming in the future.
Right.
Obviously, they're spending most of it on data centers and NVIDIA equipment.
Okay, so the wrap is that NVIDIA makes all the money and nobody else does. And that's what has to be addressed tonight. Not China. I mean, everyone's going to say China. It's like, yes, okay, so you're a parrot. Like they have parrots in London.
Oh, let me show you. Hold on.
Well, that's those people. China.
Trade, right?
No,
Yeah, let me
no
see.
kidding, China. What matters
Log in.
is that we hear from Jensen Huang about how that whole narrative that the spend isn't getting them any results is false. As we have to.
But is it false? Well, I mean, we early days, no doubt. But in terms of spending on the in the enterprise and seeing real returns at this point, still.
So you go to your profile, I think. Yeah, I think it's on your profile.
The return here is monstrous, but just have to be able to.
Profile, and then you go to membership.
Okay, so
so much of it's anecdotal, but when you do talk to people,
There we go. And then you can just
but hasn't really replaced certain things. And by the way, this gets the whole debate about software as a service and whether.
and then you go to action. You can cancel.
heard on the street today in the journal
You see it? I'll show. I'll post the screenshot.
You can replicate with AI all the different things that you're doing with your key software providers.
Look, I think that that's a really important narrative. But I think that what's more important and why this conference call is so valuable.
Well, I hope you got out, Google. That dip was nasty.
I mean, the demand. Some people say it might be as high as 10-1.
Yeah, that's what Bush's figure.
Yeah, make sure you cancel your ETF so you don't get renewed.
But I do think that there is a case to be made that this is by far the most important stock in the market, and I'll tell you why. I don't think any
percentage of market cap. I tell you. That's not going on a limb there, partner.
Is that? Something good. Another reason I say this. Okay, so people at home listen, because I know this guy is. For the longest time in the world, software was what mattered. Okay, before that, by the way, it was just
Ooh, we might get a new low day, Google.
which I think you're probably going to talk about now. But it was easy. It finally became semiconductors, and for the longest time, until Lip-Bu was the only person with Bhutan, they now love to.
I did not want a long. Let me do one long. I'm just trying to flip this apex. We get one long at 67 if we hit. You keep averaging down, you're gonna blow, Google.
You say that's obvious. I think that's you said first of all.
Oh, what?
You can make an argument that it's the most important.
Start what?
Like, of course, it's the most important.
Oh, I had to do it in September.
I'm just saying. The zeitgeist in this country had always been enterprise software. That's where you made all your money, right? Software.
Order submitted.
Oh, there we go.
Order submitted.
But you do not have the other semis below Broadcom.
Not liking this long at 67, but oh man. Oh, fucking it dropped.
Maybe from the days when Intel, when the
Texas, you want to go way back to Texas.
Yeah, I might have to get out. Cut my loss.
people at home are trying to figure
Hey,
out.
you guys stopped out? You probably took a big hit. I hope it's not your funded.
Order submitted.
It's like that they have to go to the president, get China. Like, what's so significant about
Order
it? The answer
canceled.
is that we're either going to make a lot of money with AI, right? Or dev.
There we go,
engineering
yeah.
from MongoDB.
Why would you flip being so negative? That's not flipping.
Which means in the end, you're going to hear someone break ranks. That's what everyone's scared about. Is the break ranks.
Right. Meantime, we've got a piece up on our website about some of the rivals in China. CamberCon is getting a bunch of notice today. Adds to $40 billion rally with 4,000% revenue jump. Are you on the lookout for signals of competition?
I think you have to, but frankly, I don't trust anything from China because I remember DeepSeek got people out.
Trading? Yeah, I'm still working on. I'm close to a payout, so I'm still working on that. I'm gonna grab more before the sales in. But I'm doing the end of day. I don't like the intraday.
Because I want people to be in.
They're in. Here's a good boy.
They're in. NVIDIA was great, but it's remember 2017. Where were the other guys? When I was naming Mike Dog NVIDIA, where were the other guys? Now they're all in the party. At 4.4 trillion.
I really believe there's a chance that AI is going to not be what many anticipated.
What's up?
It's not
Oh yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you now. What's up, AV? Doing good.
For example, for ChatGPT 5 have been less than stellar.
No kidding.
I think.
I was doing some stuff on CSX and
Nice.
ChatGPT. I had to say, this thing is certainly.
I'm stuck in a long at 67, thanks to Google.
Job functions that are going to be replaced, but it's not clear yet what the full.
Yeah, it's a bad long. I'm trying to get out, break even.
His stock is up 70 points.
The MongoDB.
Yeah, and what he said was basically, look, it's not.
I don't know why we have Joe Hendricks on there, but that's.
Yeah, you did. I don't know why I follow Google.
TJ Maxx.
Yeah.
Here's some
Did you
$80 pants.
mention CSX? Did you?
No. But to David's point, I mean, the private credit funding
Oh, that's not looking good.
is running about $50 billion a quarter. Those are usually 20, 30-year terms, and we don't know what this technology is going to look like in 5 years.
No, we don't. And we don't even know what it's going to look like when Vera Rubin comes out next year. And I think that's
My
important.
bot is finally green. 30 points.
Right now, there is a definitive kind of zeitgeist that these hyperscalers are spending way too much. And they're not getting a return. And that is the principle.
And by the way, that's
That's the way for the market to open.
That is really going to grow. It's criticism.
Oh, it absolutely is.
I might get a little bounce.
Spending hundreds of billions of dollars, and people are saying, look, Apple hasn't spent anything yet, and their valuation is still very high. My Apple Watch is going
My momentum thing on NQ is all chopped.
It's like,
You long again?
it says that I'm furious with my, it says that I fell or something.
It looks like you've taken a hard fall.
Emergency call? Are you okay? Can we turn the damn thing off? You can't turn it off.
It worked.
I'd love to
What's up, buddy? All week has been tricky this week.
This is the most, because of the numbers you cited, this is the
Nice.
most I've ever heard of emperor no close. And yet I think we are right at the cusp of reasoning. And the thing that bothers people is right now it's a souped up Google. People won't call it that, but I'm calling it that. But what I'm saying is that we're supposed to reason so close to be able to have a dialogue and it correcting us.
Yeah, same with me. 610 to 600. Could have got like 60 points.
But you know, an inference is obviously incredibly important.
Yes,
it's not as clear that the chips that China has may be successful in running inference as opposed to large language models and training, which certainly need the.
Did it dump last night? I woke up. It's the same spot. 610.
Says it's like having a number of PhDs in your pocket, but again, back to ChatGPT 5, there's others who would say, "Oh, I'm not so sure about that."
Meanwhile, the Treasury Secretary is on the tape today arguing that we might see this so-called productivity boom showing up beginning in Q1 of 26.
Yeah, well, look, the productivity boom is going to come from not hiring as many people as you had to.
Or they're canceled.
Yeah, got out my long.
Like, yes, if you bring Salesforce in, then you'll be able to not hire as many people, or maybe moving over to something else. Although Salesforce, everyone's worried about the quarter, because it's why? Because it's enterprise software. Everyone's worried about enterprise software. I would come back, David, and I would say, and I don't know why people don't get this, but what are you going to do without NVIDIA? If the other guys have NVIDIA, and the reason I point that out is take a look at the Morgan Stanley piece today, the most significant piece of research I've read in a long time, by Brian Nowak, who was the skeptic on the conference call that perhaps there's
3 minutes was short a long time ago.
Okay, Andy then just gave a very long soliloquy that was very thoughtful, but we weren't looking for thoughtful. We were looking for coming out of the tunnel. Ray was like,
Remember, you were not. You thought it was not. You thought it was a less than stellar answer.
well, it just I like Andy.
This is a piece from Nowak on AWS, right? On Amazon.
Yeah, on Amazon. What he's saying is that Amazon is now going to accelerate spending. Now, Amazon has taken a lot of spend. Amazon's view is price performance is what matters, which is why they use their own training.
Right, they design their own chips
but
using more NVIDIA chips.
Because Andy likes to make money, and he makes a lot more money than everybody else. But everyone thought that Microsoft, which may be aided by OpenAI, accelerated their spend and therefore accelerated their business. Right. This piece says basically that was the narrative.
Just wait for
Going back
open.
and saying it's not. Amazon spending more. They have to. 2026 they're going to get to re-accelerate the growth. 17.5% growth goes to 20% growth
of AWS.
Right. Yes.
The growth fears on AWS was short-lived in your
point. Yes, or their growth fears had to do, and I propound this, which was, I think, in retrospect, ill-advised by me, that you couldn't, that Amazon was underspending with NVIDIA.
That's because you said that over and over again.
Did I say I was ill-advised or not?
Careful, the paramedics are going to gosh.
Yeah.
That's from me and my daughter. Don't tell my wife.
You gotta pay the medical bill.
It's a nice piece of art.
Well, it's because the rubber band.
Yeah, every day you stay in a hospital or in the ER. Yeah, it is a hospital. It's like 5 or 10,000 per day. Yeah, it's America for you.
Yeah, I needed to hear that.
No, he's been there for 2 days.
So to your point, another
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, it's still a lot.
Yes. Although you might say it might be trading, I want to go that way. And no
Yeah.
one finally was blunted, and then he turned around. And
I think my mom was in there for like a week, and it was like an $80,000 bill.
We're going to be talking about NVIDIA, of course, all day long. Take a look at the
No.
tons of movers to get to today, including Box, Kohl's, Goose, A&F, Foot Locker.
Yeah,
Jim
hospital.
mentioned Exxon briefly. We'll get to Lilly and some sell-side research after a break.
Okay. If we get 50 again, I want a long.
This It's my coffee shop. We just moved into a bigger space, brought on another employee, and ordered new branded gear for the team. It was so easy. I just chose my products, added our logo, and placed my order. Bring your own team together with custom gear. Get started today at custommate.com. At PGIM, our ETFs use today's best ideas to help bring tomorrow's goals within reach. Our broad suite of
I guess those funding tech is still $50. They're not getting rid of it. Funding techs. Yeah, it's still $50, but I can't buy it anymore. Yeah, they have trader rate. That's when I was telling everybody to buy. It's $50 or 50K.
Home recommendations. Even before I do. A home that's
I tried to buy 6, but I only got 4, and it's I'm maxed out because I blew 2, and it won't take it out the queue, even though I canceled the subscription. It's only 1 month you get the $50. Next month is back to the normal discount, so you gotta cancel if you fail.
The CNBC CEO councils are always on my calendar.
Do one quick, long, real quick.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
We got together to talk about where our business goals align. There was just every possible win in this partnership.
It's an opportunity to learn something new and get really honest feedback from peers who are experiencing the same exact thing you are.
That's the magic of not just CNBC and the CEO Council. It's how you create change in the world.
Explore CNBC Council memberships today.
Let's go, girls.
Elite, yeah. You just gotta make not more than 900. 200 to 900.
After doing it all, a Lazy Boy recliner takes you from zero to lazy, melting it all away with comfort that doesn't quit. Feel for yourself at Lazy Boy. 0% interest for 48 months. Lazy Boy, long live the lazy.
Different. I play different.
The greatest defense ever played. It becomes a lifestyle.
Here we gotta pump it open.
Today, the Fed Governor Cook could file her lawsuit to overturn her firing by the president as soon as today in D.C. federal court. Yesterday, during his cabinet meeting, the president defended ousting Cook on allegations she committed mortgage fraud. Take a listen.
Went on for years with crooked people.
Yeah, it ran up enough yesterday. It's gonna chop into the ER.
Because she's in charge of, if you think about it,
Nvidia's all-time high, close to it, so
100% of our board. And it doesn't seem like she was.
The president appears ready for a fight. He says we'll have a majority soon.
yeah. Those were fun.
Seem to be owned by the leader of the country, they tend to have less success in running an economy. I mean, that's just empirical data. It's just the way it is. So you may want to control the Federal Reserve. Maybe that's good short term. But longer term, given the fact that we have such a big budget deficit, there'll be
Oh, yeah.
that don't want to take our paper if they feel that it's run by an executive who's been elected by the people as opposed to someone who is a little bit, let's say, instable.
Yeah. I mean, we're not seeing an impact in the markets, certainly not at this point, and that's been discussed a bit.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of talk about
So 525 would be the next one. I might long at 525.
17 basis points going back to 21. 2s10s we mentioned since April.
Maybe, I don't know. But 525 needs to hold. Yeah. I gotta use the restroom before the market open. I'll be back.
Which you need either remodel or sales. Now, sales is the long end, but remodels are short end. They'll take either, and they are the biggest.
People would think, the long end's going to go a lot higher, in fact. And I don't know, but they're sitting there saying, hey, I'll be happy to collect 5-6% at some point. As we see diversion.
I mean, should the index of the Fed?
I know, because because rates are going to go down when they potentially maybe should on the short end.
Well, I think that,
and that they can't control the longer end.
but the excellent interview by Steve Williams, there is a clear deceleration.
There is.
I
And
mean, what are you gonna do?
those people who believe that may be incorrect, but there is definitely a school of thought that says you're going to see that widening.
Meantime, core PCE is going the opposite direction.
I know. I mean, look, I would love to hear from the president not to worry about the long rates; they'll come back down. We did pass the big beautiful bill, which is just accelerating spend in this country dramatically. We're starting to see that.
Yeah.
We're starting to see the bill have effect. Now, if you want to have economic growth, you're getting it.
Yes.
You're getting good economic growth in the country, but you also therefore want to,
Unless you want to finish a wind farm, then you're in big trouble.
that's the way you like that Orsted. Sorry, buddy.
Just saying, they got 45 things in there. They only have a few more. Now they can't finish it. Well, we don't need energy though, right? We don't need.
What we
that.
got?
That we don't.
10 minutes still.
Germany's a stand their power plants, but they forgot that it's not always sunny in Germany.
Huh? I didn't take a shit or anything. I just gotta pee.
What does that have to do with this?
Well, I'm saying it's always right.
When you're almost done and you've got something's going to power up.
You still long, Google?
You're just trying to deflect and take it somewhere.
I don't like offshore because of what happened in Anton.
Eh.
I don't like offshore. Just once those
Yeah, it's Google now. There's a dude.
I don't think offshore works. Onshore, I think it's terrific. I'm sorry, I think it's terrific.
On the Fed,
Don't make any money.
Mm-hmm.
it kind of sounded for a moment like the Wall Street Journal editorial board today. Trump's all about short-term tactics and personal political advantage. Institutional integrity bores him. If he succeeds in taking over the Fed, he and Republicans will own the results and whatever inflation returns.
Well, that's been it. Look, I think they're just making the empirical historical argument. There's no denying. You can't come out and say no. Historically, when the president controls the equivalent of the Federal Reserve, countries have done it.
I mean, Turkey is an example. There are others. Writing something similar today as well. Something I was worth always a read.
Oh, Zimbabwe, what are they doing?
Also, I wouldn't really compare.
No, but that,
You mentioned Nixon and Arthur Burns. That's an example right here at home.
it's empirical. Maybe this is the fight. Maybe this is the one time where we'll have tremendous economic growth. We'll have no inflation whatsoever, so therefore you have to normalize rates, and that would be fantastic. Maybe this is the one time. That would be nirvana.
Looks like it's still want to drop, but it's near the bottom. Not yet. On the 3 minutes, it's close to oversold, but not yet. I do want us to pump up to 600 and then dump. Ooh, that's a 50.
Swapping the streets back in a minute.
At AT&T Business, we confidently guarantee our network. What we can't guarantee, enough hours in the workday. Or your projects, always going as planned.
3 days, max.
Or more like 3 weeks. Hey, you closing up shop on time? Still open?
Sure.
Yes. They're open tonight. But with AT&T Business, you can get the connectivity you depend on, or we'll make it right.
Yeah, a lot.
Barely, sir. 3 weeks.
Google's a car salesman. Hope you know that. Yeah, Mugo. He was he used to work at Volvo, and where else he worked? Audi, right? Yeah, Audi.
Label is taking off, but so is your sound engineer. You need to hire.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, car salesman's a scammer, so Google's good at scamming people. Catfishing, scamming, everything, right, Google?
My assistant went to custom-ink.com
Don't lie to
get
me.
new uniforms with all the locations. He built great products, uploaded new art, and had boxes sent to all the shops. Custom Ink makes it so easy.
I think
Get
so.
started today at customink.com.
We need Q-Tip on here. He's good. I like his call outs.
Why
Yeah.
should you trade options rather than It's not an option.com.
Design is going public. Archimedes Crafts is going to define the way that society interacts with technology. It's creative, it's vibrant, and it's global. Design is everyone's business.
AV is near Fish. Fish is also there too. Clearwater. Yeah, I'm close to there too. Doc. Oh yeah, Todd, yeah.
Start streaming at cnbc.com/plus.
I need to do a Vegas meetup.
Smucker might be the one exception today, down 7 pre-market as they
Next year for sure.
3 cents. They actually raised the full year guidance.
You're not invited, Google.
3 to 5 prior 2 to 4. We'll get to all of that. Opening bell a few moments away. Don't forget you can catch us anytime and anywhere. Just listen to and follow the Squawk on the Street. Opening bell.
No, Google had the gambling addiction. Yeah, he's a addiction on options. He was making like playing like 20,000 a trade on options back in the days. Mostly Tesla.
To the results and what it means for other semiconductor stocks. Closing bell overtime today 4 Eastern and streaming on the
DC area. I need to get out my long.
The $7,500 federal tax credit for eligible electric vehicles is
I
ending.
think we're
Listed delivery by September
500
30th,
points from
2025.
all-time high.
Visit your local Cadillac dealer today.
You guys gonna YOLO Nvidia ER? I want to, but I have to pick up the kids, so I won't make it. Unless I get someone to pick them up. It's after. Yeah. It says, yeah, 4:15 or something like that. It's hard to do the ER though. You have to time it correctly. I always miss on it. I always like blow my account.
You guys heading up north soon?
Yeah, got Lizzie for a couple weeks this summer.
Taking a fishing out of that's supply yours. Connect us to what's important.
Excited, sweetie?
A dedicated Fidelity advisor can help you open those doors, backed by a team of specialists. Your advisor helps you build a personalized, tax-smart investment strategy, identifying opportunities
So Gambit,
across your entire
you got your pro yet, Gambit?
Whenever life surprises you.
Yeah, take your time. Don't try to get payout in one day.
It's closer to everything, but we don't know where to start.
Too late. I'm all along at 59.
It's easy to find a home closer to what's ever close to your heart.
I gotta check up on Van after this. Ooh. It went down to 46 really quick. Wow. It looks like it. Yeah, it looks like when it dropped at open. Fuck, I should have got out.
Just around the corner. Because after 125 years of yesterdays, Nuveen knows your ultimate stakeholder.
I have a 525. I went wrong. But I need to get out this other one. No, it doesn't want to go up, buddy. It want to go down.
It's me. I'm looking at all these mascots for the Big
Order
Ten.
canceled.
Oh yeah, that labs your
Order submitted.
letting them a bunch of Big Ten mascots. We're still trying to figure that out. But you know what we can't figure out is a bad dash. What do you got?
David, Smucker is the stock edge. It's called Memphis down really badly. And September 11th of 2023, they bought a company called Hostess. Okay, and they paid $5.6 billion, including debt, and they are still paying the price of
Yeah,
that.
that's a drop.
Still, while they're trying to cut they're trying to do everything they can to rationalize this. It still keeps hurting them. Coffee was okay. That raised price coffee because of the obvious obviously
Order
inflation and tariffs.
submitted.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Crustables is doing incredibly well. Number one in frozen food, but it's going to keep coming back to the sweet
Order
baked
filled.
snacks. And David, I just can't be happy about it. I just can't. By the way, they are.
Give me a pump at open. Just pump it up.
Food, which is fine. But so you have pet food, okay, coffee pretty good, and Crustables great. But you have this just black hole.
Why did they do that deal?
Because it wasn't smart.
It's not me, no. Oh. Nice little pump. Let's go. Get me out. Oh wow, and it dropped.
Started, but there's a stock that has been just on that I call carpe diem. Seize the day. That was up too early.
Order filled.
Carpe diem for now.
You're changing the name of Palantir.
Order filled.
Filled.
Order submitted.
Carpe diem. I get it now. Seize the higher price. So clever. Anyway, Smucker, I think it's probably fine down here. They've got a good yield. The balance sheet's okay. They made a mistake, and you know they're paying the price for something they did 2 years ago.
Yeah, the 525 needs a hold. If not, we're going down to 492. Right out. There we go. Woo!
Even though they're one of the best performing stocks, the S&P 500, they feel like they need to make that cutback. That's a very good.
Wow, what a pump. I got out too early. Yeah, I was doing that 525 thing. Caught that.
You know, speaking of, you're talking food. Speaking
Yeah.
of that area of beverage, have you guys taken a look at Keurig since they announced that?
Never ends. Obviously structured very poorly. Obviously, I want to talk to the banker who did that because that banker,
Take a look at
ChatGPT replaced that banker in
stocks since they announced obviously that deal to acquire
Order submitted.
and then they're going to split the company.
Yeah.
I mean, it is just nothing but ugly. You're talking about 18%. You managed to do
Order
doing a
submitted.
deal. Why? Well, some are saying you went from what was a stable growing
Damn, wipe
company to
that
now a
down.
leveraged commodity play. Why are you doing that?
because why Smucker by no
Thank you, it's not.
Explain himself. But it's a cash deal, so you know it's not like there's.
David, this was a structure problem.
When you say that, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, like, obviously people hated the way that they structured the deal. They don't. You talked yourself about how you're splitting into a beverage company and a beverage company.
We only made $200 on the Tesla calls.
Commodity and one's beverage, but yes, they are both technically under the beverage category. That's true.
But David,
I want to go for Nvidia puts, but I shouldn't play puts. Give it, baby. Pump it. Let's go.
That's the mistake, though, Jim. I guess
the combination is a loser combination, and the way that they
you're
break
making
the
a very quick judgment here. I mean,
Look, I
it's
remember
possible
when Sarah Lee saw this
that
thing.
the narrative will start to take hold, and perhaps
Oh, you mean this
when
is
they, I mean, this thing, by the way, it's not going to close until next year. Then they're not going to do the split till towards the end of 26.
Yeah.
It's got a long way to go here, but
We don't have Trump today, do we?
the market hates it.
hates it. Yeah, just hates it. And it's not going to start liking it. Even though people are sitting back saying, listen, I have a Keurig, I got a Keurig, it's great, Dr. Pepper tastes really good.
Okay.
Good coffee for Jimmy, but no good pizza.
What they did on the short, it got 50 points.
Don't forget the
3 minutes is close to oversold, but not yet.
leverage, changing the portfolio, changing from what was considered, as I said, a stable grower to a leveraged commodity play. Yeah, nobody likes it.
But I will not hear you. You will not say that. You will not say this was a stupid deal. You won't say that, will you?
I just said it.
Stupid.
Well, no, I didn't use those.
No, you were polite, diplomatic.
I'm making the point. Things can change. It may be that they, again, are successful. Maybe they haven't articulated their strategy fully enough.
Yeah.
You never know. But
well, you know, people being in an area of fire somebody over maybe a mortgage thing. How about firing someone over in
a market in which I believe, and I really do, that we're going to start to see a lot more announcements of large transactions. Because I'm just hearing it from everybody. I don't know. If I knew, I would tell you, because I'd like to break a story once every decade. But
well, maybe you can break a story about Burlington Northern and I don't know, CSX.
Doesn't feel like it. You saw what Canadian Pacific had to say, right, late yesterday.
Not interested.
Actually, I have that written down. We believe a transcontinental merger would trigger permanent restructuring of the industry and result in a disproportionately large railway.
He's trying. I need 560.
Others take action. This will likely result in an unnecessary wave of railway mergers. I had this for our viewers here, by the way.
Yes,
that
no.
today is not the best way to support American businesses nor the public interest, and has the potential to create more
Google
issues
trade ES sometimes.
than
Got out. All green now. I need a. Now I do not want to short. I actually want to long with dips again. Give me 36 of long.
You're gonna obviously want to hear from him.
You taking a lot of trading. Are you shorting it?
They gave the view that there was still the possibility that they could do a deal with Burlington Road.
I keep dumping. I'm long in a little bit. Oh shit. I'm done. Yay! Got my day in. That was a quick long too. I went up quick. That $50 done, so I'm done with Apex.
CSX is not going to get bought at this point.
7 more days of $50.
Needs that deal because the Surface Transportation Board is otherwise going to veto. They don't want the Union Pacific deal without a consolidation.
Right, they'd like two. They'd like both.
And now you have one giant one. Everyone's going to switch to that. So I think which has a big position in Norfolk, right? They want CSX to what? Just get up?
No.
You're long. I'm waiting for another dip. A lot of people on Apex are long ES and NQ 28% long. They have the thing on TradeAway. It tells you what Apex are doing. For each firm, you can see. Yeah, I posted a screenshot. It's called Post. It's pretty useful, actually.
That's the real competition. Even though intermodal is the great growth in business, I think he deserves it. More. What does she have to do with the price of cargoes? Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. I think they're just putting up random things. Yes. And somebody got
The firm, yeah, whatever firm you logged in. So Apex would be different. My Fund of Futures would be different. TPT would be different. Yeah, I think even Top Step has it. I think Love showed me. Good job, Ruben.
Well, Bugatti had enormous top line growth, over 24%. And the CEO was a guest earlier on Starbucks. I think we have some sound that we sort of cut there in terms of him explaining how many new customers they brought in during the quarter. Do we have that, guys?
I need to work on my pro. I'm down 200 from yesterday.
Most customers we've ever acquired in the history of the company.
No, yesterday, I was trading while picking up the kids. After hour, and I took a negative $200. No, I did. I traded one account. I had two accounts for payout, but I was playing the second one just to try to get more. And I went red. I still got my streak.
So their non-GAAP EPS number was $1. That excludes $1.78 a share worth of stock-based comp. If you add it back in, they lost 58 cents.
Order submitted.
So, if you're reading the release, at least go to reconciliation. Just become aware that the market market is looking at the top line growth. That's
Order
where you see
canceled.
this enormous
Order
gain in stock.
submitted.
But it's always worth mentioning.
Absolutely is. And remember, this is this AI.
Man, we're chopping so early now.
You get it's better. You're able to write programs. So let's say you have a business and you're using Shopify, okay? And it shows you that you have lots of customers in California and lots of customers in Texas, not a lot of customers in Pennsylvania. You don't know what to do with that. You run it through MongoDB and it tells you collab patterns because people
Wow,
like
that's a big
potato
one.
chips in Northern California. This is what it lets you interrogate the data.
Why to get you a free pro account?
We're going to talk to Tom McKinnon of Okta later on this morning on Money Movers, another beat and raise.
That's fantastic.
Sales not up as much as Mongo, but
Todd did a fantastic job. McKinnon did a fantastic job on that call. And this is
No.
this whole identity issue. But here from CrowdStrike, what is their response? By the way,
I'm
just
scared to know.
the Kessler Board identified. It's identity is incredibly important, which is why there's been reports from cyber.
I guess I can ask him.
Todd was his usual self-facing best. It was a terrific conference. Terrific.
Don't know if you guys saw, but the Starship, Elon Musk's SpaceX had a successful launch. I think it was the 10th time, certainly the most successful they've had thus
Yeah.
far.
You just gotta take profits fast. You can't hold.
About Starlink and the incredible value of that satellite-based communications network, and the fact that once
15 minutes still
up and
looks
running,
still
and
looks
in fact,
bad
it
on the
was one they
15
did
minutes. So
have, like, dummy satellites that they released. But once it is up and running and the payload it can carry, it is going to be able to release an enormous amount of new satellites on behalf of and for Starlink to increase the clusters and all the other words they use to describe what they can ultimately do. That brings me to the EchoStar deal from yesterday with AT&T.
Yes.
Continued analysis of what EchoStar will do. Walt Piecyk over at Lightshed writing this morning that the deal between AT&T and EchoStar marks the first step in
that
dismantling.
ain't Q.
Not yet,
Q is
guys,
weak.
not yet.
It
What
needs
was
to
once
bounce.
envisioned as the fourth national wireless network in the United States. And
Oh, it did?
because, you know,
Oh
you
wow,
make
yeah,
the
yeah, it did. Nice.
competition, but then he gets
Wow.
to Starlink
Yeah.
and what potentially they could do if they were able to get
Yeah,
more
rotation might be
spectrum
out of
that is
tech
still
soon after
at
Nvidia and
EchoStar, and
stuff.
that involves the AWS-4. They say that it's the elephant in the room. It is EchoStar's single largest asset with a cost basis under $3 billion, potential market value north of 25. Its future is still clouded in regulatory battles.
Order filled.
Order
For
filled.
example, SpaceX has challenged EchoStar's control of
Order
it, alleging the
submitted.
companies failed to meet satellite and terrestrial use requirements. The FCC considering these complaints in an ongoing
Ooh,
proceeding.
that drop.
And they
Shoot, I'm
conclude by
stuck in the
saying,
wall.
if SpaceX were to get access to that, Starlink essentially, it could be transformative. You would
Order
supercharge
filled.
Starlink's direct to
Order
base
filled.
Order filled.
potentially
Wow, that's a
enabling
big drop. New
streaming
low
rates,
today.
satellite to phone.
Order
Order filled. Filled.
Order filled.
Got the bounce too.
Wireless
filled.
well beyond the broadband that they're currently
What kind of price talk do you think? I don't know. I mean, you see, I don't know. You see what happened in Europe. I know. When they took over.
And so, not to be forgotten, the FCC, by the way, playing a very
That was a nice
important role
bounce.
here, apparently. Brendan Carr, it's funny because when I interviewed him at Milken early May, he'd indicated that they were on the clock at EchoStar in terms of using some of this spectrum or having potentially to do something with it, and they're heavily involved here.
What do you think it would
Order
actually
submitted.
do this big to the inflation rate in this country?
Well, I don't, assuming this were all to happen, it would take quite some time. Obviously, you got to get Starship also up there putting up a lot more of these things, but it would potentially be a real positive and certainly a competitor to the current
Order
wireless
submitted.
companies, not to mention, of course, a continued competitor to the likes of Comcast and Charter, who are moving into wireless aggressively.
Order filled.
Order
Order
filled.
filled. Order filled. Order submitted.
Fixed wireless and eventually
Yeah.
from Starlink.
Yeah, I think people have to recognize where it is in Europe. You go from saying 140 euro per month to about 50 euro per month for faster wireless, no latency.
Order
with
submitted.
Starlink. And that is the kind of thing that's going. I think.
well, yeah, the productivity push might be more important than the outright cost.
Absolutely. That's why I'm saying if the president wants to spend more time talking about growth and inflation,
Order.
that
Order
would be a
filled.
thing to focus on. But it
Order
would also
filled.
mean that Elon Musk would have to be praised.
Order filled.
Yeah, it's unclear to me where things stand between Musk and the administration these days.
Yeah.
Tesla
Movement is really good.
The stock at least building a pretty nice base. We're back above 350. There was a piece yesterday from Electric saying that the Xiaomi, it's called the YU7, is likely to outsell the Y in China by year end. So they'd be looking for more.
And it's 6,100 to pass this one.
Well, you know, look, I just think it's a technology company.
Funding check? Yeah.
Orders submitted.
Obviously, the stock of which is up another 10%. Yeah. The bonds also, which we can't went crazy yesterday, as you might expect, given that 23 billion eliminated all their.
Orders submitted.
I thought you said we'd be safe being short at those stuff.
I never said that.
Yeah, up another 10%, I think it was.
It's incredible what a comeback that is.
Order filled.
Speaking of double-digit gainers, Jim, Coles 21, Goose 10.
Well, Goose and Bain maybe
Yeah, that
back
500
because if you remember, Bain had
got a
7%
hold.
when it came public. Coles, I don't know. I mean, this is one you could say. Clock is right twice a year, not a day. But I will tell you that they did say they saw
Orders
resilience.
submitted.
Does have a new CEO. I see a lot of good things happening, but I don't want to jump all over it because in the end, it is brick and mortar. I'd rather be in TJX.
A&F down to touch, although Hollister up 19.
What?
Got a little bit light.
You just got it.
The other story this morning with a new line, a limited edition Travis.
Oh my god, dude. You whole week for that.
He's having a busy week.
Yeah, he is. Now, I would say that Abercrombie, the actual Abercrombie, was not that great. They still have inventory problems. But I also think
I told you not to rush it, dude. The sizing is too much. Damn. You're gonna get another one soon, right? I think you almost passed the second one. Damn. Yeah. Go back to 25.
Do you have your fantasy draft yet?
Order submitted. Order filled.
About that drop.
Order canceled.
14 teams. Wait, but isn't the first game Thursday?
Order submitted.
Coming down to Peacock Day.
I'm sorry, I was asking if you had your fantasy draft.
Next Tuesday, yeah.
But is it? All right. Next Tuesday, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you keep saying that, but you keep taking a tray and you keep sizing too heavy.
This week is
Sorry, man. No news.
I'm not worried about it.
I don't care about American. I care about the.
Yeah, I'm stuck in a long too. I need like 5:15 to get out on most of them.
You mean you get a watch that has the logo of your team?
Yeah, right.
I guess this is the Kelsey line here, True Colors, and the AEO tie-up, which has made news with other celebrity endorsements lately, Jim. For sure.
Well, look, it's a part of the GDP.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's part of the GDP. It's growth without a lot of inflation. Although ticket prices have been part of
Oh no, you didn't play MNQ?
Their stuff's made in India because
Order canceled.
importing much from India.
Okay.
Because we had 50% tariffs.
That was a segue to you talking about Russia.
That sucks.
Order filled.
Yeah, you ever mentioned import a lot of Russian India, and they're now tariffed at 50%.
But maybe this is going to change India's mind.
Oh, nice pump, nice pump, nice pump.
Order filled.
Cut out.
Rejected 4 calls from the president. He's in Beijing for the first time in 7 years.
The axis of whatever.
Largely a domestic consumption economy. I think the trade with the U.S., while at 80+ billion, is only 2% of GDP.
It's not.
So it may not, you know.
It's not a lot. It's not as much leverage as you would think. But I think that there is going. This is the beginning.
And by the way, it's not pharmaceuticals, and it's not. What isn't it? It's not iPhones.
Order submitted.
Alright, I'm off flat now.
We're tightening the screws. We're tightening the screws. I think it does matter. I think it is.
But you did pass the other one, right? Gambit? Oh, that's okay.
Big discussion.
Well, look, I think that the war ends eventually, and I think there's a lot to rethink why they did what they did. We had a lot of wealth. And a lot of coal there too. Bouncers had that too.
Yeah. Although Dow's hanging in there, up 113, S&P fairly flat. Not a lot of data today for bonds. We'll get Barkin at 10:30. We mentioned the
Order filled.
since Friday. Although 2 years at 364 is about the lowest since May.
By the way,
Order filled.
I need 150 to get back to my buffer now. So let me try to get that.
Order filled.
Order filled.
Oh damn, that drop.
The Bond Report is brought to you by PIMCO, a global leader.
So, I just got this generic. If I using our data, data centers, it's in your hand. That's the problem. It's all over the place. Order submitted. But it's order submitted. Order filled.
Filled.
Order submitted.
Is this your dream of retirement? How about this weekend? I like fishing.
Yeah, that.
Or is
Yeah,
this
I'll agree.
your style?
I was scared on my lawn, but it got up.
It's easy when
Sizing is key, Gambit.
Call for Fisher's Retirement Survival Kit, featuring your guide to surviving market volatility. Our stock
How many
market
NQ are you doing
outlook,
though?
Fisher Investments Difference. 3 indispensable guides. Yours free for calling 1-800-213-5317. Fisher Investments.
Yeah, you must be long at 550 then, huh?
Markets ups and downs, and give you the confidence you need to reach a comfortable retirement. Our fees are structured so we do better when our clients do better. Call now for your free retirement survival kit. 1-800-213-5317. See if your dream retirement is on track. If your portfolio is $1 million or more, call Fisher today. Call 1-800-213-5317. Rather than get rich quick, I believe in get rich slow. The high yield cash account at Public actually had higher rates than anything else I was able to find online. I don't want to be losing sleep over having made risky investments. I needed something stable that could really give me long-term financial benefits. I know my money's working hard for me, and I know I can access it anytime I need it.
Shipping manager left to find themselves, leaving you lost. You need to hire. I need Indeed. Indeed, you
What's
do.
wrong?
Sponsored jobs on Indeed are 2.5 times faster to first hire. Visit
I
Indeed.com/hire.
don't know. I never got payout. I think it's 20. I think it's 2,000. How about ETF, right? Yeah, I think so. Depends how much you got so far. That might just kick you to live. So
How many of you written for a paper?
if you got more than 3,000 from not 3. If you make more than 3 or 4,000 from ETF, you might want to find another place.
Watch Lily today.
Yeah, I think BRM he got like 5,000 and Gilly got like 5 or 6,000. They got sent to live.
It's about filling that gap, Jim, from August 7th, where
And
the 740s.
and then he's milking it on live, so she's getting her daily payouts.
Said the pill was coming. The pill, if you take out the diabetics, who are unfortunately very hard to lose weight, that pill is going to be the standard of care. That's my bet.
Yeah, we're oversold now, but it looks like still got a little bit more room. I want a long if it goes down to like 490 again. That's the 3 minutes.
Think you're rockstars? That's as ridiculous as us, being corporate types. Let's begin.
Rockstar move using Workday to handle all our AI agents.
Well, watch me handle my agent.
Which one?
Gary, bubbly water, no bubbles. So what'd you do this weekend?
Wait, no. Talking about ETF, right?
Order submitted.
On static? No, don't.
Just come on.
Try day traders. I think they had a sales on static. No, they have Project X. Oh, you just want trade rate, right? I mean, you can, if it's cheap, go ahead, but just read a chat and you'll see. Depends. If it's a small payout, like 2,000 or less, yeah. But you trying to milk like 15 or 20,000, you're gonna lie.
Management experience as sophisticated as you are.
Damn, we missed the loan.
For Corient.
Everyone should invest in long term. And the stock market is the best long term investment. Don't miss my list of the best stocks in the
Wow,
market.
they let him milk 80,000. Oh, he never got the payout. Yeah.
Choose different plans. We get what we want and we save money. Not that.
How much?
The City Double Cash Card. Feel the joy of earning unlimited 2% cash back. 1% when you buy, 1% when you pay.
Yeah.
The City Double Cash Card.
Order submitted.
No. Oh yeah.
Came out last night by Goldman Sachs about how this will be a big event when Apple on September 9th
Then what happened?
does unveil new phones, thinner air model phone, talking about maybe a $50 raise in price.
Oh.
But what I regard this again is the people who sold this stock when it hit 180, they didn't realize that Apple had a lot of them asleep. Will they buy Perplexity? I don't know, but this is a very big deal. 17 is going to be one that you want to change. I'm going to buy. I'm going to get rid of this.
Piece of the Journal about Apple making a push in radio now after losing quite a few points of share to Spotify since 2020.
I think it has to dip again.
I do
It's
think
like
that,
in long.
look, I continue to believe that Apple is going to own it. You can't trade it. And that I do believe that their AI strategy will come into play soon. And I think it will answer a lot. Right now, I know Siri. Please don't answer it. I know that Siri is not great, but you think they don't know that? But they don't want to buy. It's like, it's like Orson Welles knows artificial intelligence before his time. And remember how great he was.
Son, and he would get kind of liquored up on those shits. Tonight, Rails.
Yeah, I've got CSX, but I think for a lot of people, new product being unveiled by Scott Boatwright, Chipotle, that I think may change people's mind. And I think that Ramaswamy's going to have a blowout quarter soon.
Yeah, I'm still thinking of Orson Welles trying to merchandise while he's doing those ads. That must have been
Jim, we'll see you tonight.
High school teacher Summit High wrote a great book about it. It was made into a movie about the making of Citizen Kane.
Citizen Kane, the best.
What, talking about day trader? No, we have a lot of people pay out. Yeah, Rosales and someone else got a payout. Oh, I got a payout. I'm so stupid. Yeah, I got a payout from here. Yeah, I did the 25K eval and I got $600 payout. Yeah, it's like Apex. I got it when it's 90% off. It's cheap, but then the activation fee is just a lot. Oh, Trade Day. Yeah, a lot of people got payouts on Trade Day. We got Doc. Jay-Z got payouts, and then Kate got payouts. Yeah, I thought you were talking about day trading. Yeah, Trade Day's legit.
So you can hire easier. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
Oh, I hate these things. That's one of the great things about Consumer Cellular. They're 100% U.S.
Tradeovate?
Customer
Yeah.
service is also 100% human. You don't have to
For those 50 and up, get two unlimited lines for $30 each with Consumer Cellular.
What do you have on it right now?
use options could improve your returns when stocks rise and turn losing stocks into
I don't know, but what platform?
got the book and I read it in a weekend. It's just like, wow. On
I don't know, but what platform do you buy it for?
Being successful.
Okay. So you can switch to Tradeovate. It's a one-time thing. You can do that. But if you're on Project X, you can't go to Tradeovate for free.
Get your free copy today at It's not an option.com. That's it's not an option.com.
Did you hear? A secret hoard of 1932 $10 gold Indian coins have been found.
You know what day? What's the time limit on the funding ticks when we gotta close the position?
And less than 400 of these gold coins are available. Coin experts are calling the secret U.S. gold coin discovery a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you can own a piece of the hoard. When you call, you are guaranteed a 1932 dated gold coin
What's up,
featuring
Q-tip?
Lady Liberty with an Indian war headdress and a majestic eagle. With limited
Blow your lucid yet?
call now. These 1932 dated
Alright.
gold coins are still in uncirculated condition.
He ain't gonna win nothing. I already checked his account. He's negative. Let me ask ISIS. ISIS knows. That's the only person that actually reads the stuff.
870-635 to secure your 1932 $10 gold Indian coins before they sell out. Don't wait. You must act fast. Call now.
September 16th in LA, CNBC teams up with two-time NBA champion Kevin Durant and Boardroom for game plan.
No, what time? I know scalping is 10 seconds, but I want to know how late can we hold. You know how my funny future is like 15 minutes after, and Apex is 1 hour.
Business of sports and entertainment. Register now at cnbcevents.com/gameplan.
Oh, one of my guy got a payout. Nice on TikTok.
Good Wednesday morning. Welcome to Walk in the Street. I'm Carl Quintanilla with Mike Santoli, David Faber at Post 9 of the New York Stock Exchange. Sarah
I'm waiting too long. I need a 500 or under.
Leading to some weakness in the NASDAQ today. Watching bonds, the long bond especially, and the steepening of the curve, just about 5 basis points from the 5 handle. Today's Senator
I'm
Warren
not.
is going to join us as she speaks out
I'm
against
good.
the president's firing of Fed
I don't
Governor
do
Cook,
lucid yet.
calling the
I
move
want you guys to blow.
authoritarian power grab that blatantly violates the Federal Reserve
I
Act.
just love my daily payouts. I gotta work on those.
Season with a few hours to go until NVIDIA prints. And we'll talk about its big pump for software today. MongoDB leading that with an analyst who sees even more upside. We begin with the latest on the drama surrounding President Trump's decision to fire
I need
Fed
$100 more
Governor
dollars. Hit the buffer.
Fed saying it would abide by any court decision on whether the president has the legal authority to make that move. Let's bring in Steve Leisman, who spoke with another Fed member.
Oh, Q2. Make sure you get TPT before the end of the month, okay? That sale's gonna be gone. You haven't traded TPT in a long time, right? Okay. No, this it ends this month. I think we're going back to 30%, so you can still save like $40 with the 40%. Yeah. So I'm trying to pass this 100K, and then I'll get 2 more 100K before the end of the month.
I do think it will be appropriate to move interest rates down over time.
Yeah. It's chop time.
Fairly divergent views on the rate setting federal mark committee with 2 dissenters in July wanted to
Yeah, Ice is my buddy.
presidents in Jackson Hole saying they're reluctant to cut.
Oh no, useless.
Every meeting is live with a risk of coming more into balance, but he needs to see the data first. The probability of a Fed 91%, up a few points after Williams spoke with his comments appearing to align with Fed Chair Jay Powell and market expectations. Williams suggests the Fed may need to cut more than once to hit that neutral rate.
If you think the neutral rate is somewhere around 1% or a little bit
It
below.
looks like it's gonna bounce more. The 3-minute has an uptrend now. We're trying
and as
to.
inflation comes back down to 2%, we're going to need to get interest rates lower.
I just wait for the bot to go long.
He declined to discuss
That's a
details
3
of the
minutes.
president's firing of Fed Governor
Yeah, it did good today. Cause yesterday it's way too choppy. It's like 8 alerts in one day. It's way too much.
which he said leads to low inflation and economic stability. With this thing tied up now apparently going to be an illegal issue, I think that's going to be a common refrain from Fed officials.
Steve, just for clarity, when he's talking about the neutral rate at 1%, he's talking about the real rate?
Yes, that's John is like one of the world's experts in this. John, there's a thing that I have in my computer which has the neutral rate every day, and it's a calculation based on a formula.
How you doing, Google? I know you were long. You didn't blow up, did you?
So let's do the math together. 0.7 plus the 2% target rate gives you a nominal rate of 2.7 versus the current funds rate of 4.38 means the Fed is 1.6 or 160 basis points tight. But do the 0.7
plus the
Hey, Gambit,
3%
DM me your
actual
email. I'll
inflation
get you
rate,
the
right?
150
And the
TPT.
Fed is
So
not
you at
quite
least
as
trade
tight
this week.
50 basis points. The key, I think, with Williams and I think also with Powell is you can bring it down a bit. Still remain restrictive and be putting downward pressure on inflation while you're cutting. But that may mean the Fed is not, that the 100 basis points is not going to happen this year. It may be more like set your sights on 50, which is kind of where the market's priced.
He did say your math was right in the chat. Really quick on Cook.
Yeah.
He brought us the news today. Lawsuit likely as early as today.
Sources have told me that we do expect this to be filed. And these things, Carl, as you know, there have been quite a few of them in the Trump administration. They move pretty quickly. A lawsuit's filed, a judge will put usually an injunction on, and then it proceeds. Now, in one of the cases, the person who was fired
Going
won
to
their
500
case,
second long.
but the injunction was taken off. So she was still out of her job, but she won the initial round. So we don't know how this went, the extent to which this allegation can be seen by the court.
Someone's trading a lot.
Steve, thank you. Steve Leisman. Let's continue the conversation involving the Fed and the Fed governor, of course, Lisa Cook. Senator Elizabeth Warren joins us now. Senator, always good to have you. Obviously, I should remind people as well, you sit on the Senate Finance Committee. Give us first your take overall in terms of what is certainly the continued attacks on the Fed's independence by the president.
So look, what's going on right now is the single biggest attack on the independence of the Fed in American history. And
Man,
just
it's too early to
remind
chop
everybody,
now.
We have had in the United States enough success by trying to keep
ER,
our
NVIDIA
central
ER.
bank
I got you, Gambit.
politically isolated. That's why we have the long terms. That's why Fed governors.
It's your birthday gift, Gambit. It's your birthday gift.
And all
Don't
of that
buy
is
anything.
because we want a Fed, we want a central bank that is making decisions based on the data, on what the data are.
What? What? Hold on. I thought you locked out. I thought you were green last night.
Not based on the politics of the president of the United States.
You're having a bad month though. Nah, you were doing good this month, and like the last 2 weeks has been doing bad. Yeah. Yeah, just wait for freebies and get some payouts before you keep spending. Okay, he's still alive. You can YOLO that tomorrow.
So, it's all attacks on the Fed. And I
No.
don't have to remind people of this program of all places.
Yeah, yeah, there's yeah, tomorrow there's what is it, job data.
That undercuts our economy and confidence in our economy, not just with investors here in the United States, but worldwide. Countries that do this, look at a country like Turkey.
I sent the email, Gambit. I'll let you know when it's there.
They end up with 80% inflation. That's not the
If you have a reset before the renew, reset's only $100. It's cheaper. You get free activation because this one does not have free activation.
Should be there to defend the independence of the Fed and say
No, you cannot reset that. Do not reset that.
24 hours or so
You,
as well.
you can reset. No, you can't. That ego's gone because you passed.
He is going to have the opportunity to appoint the next Fed chair. That is not that far away. And I'm curious, Senator, how you're going to view that appointment, regardless of who it may be, in terms of whether they are going to be independent from the administration.
Well, that's the problem Donald Trump already now has created for himself.
Is today Tuesday?
And that is
Not today's Wednesday. Okay.
These Fed governors and a Fed chair, as he will next year, who believes that they're independent? Did you see the cabinet?
Yeah, you don't have any resets and
excerpts
just don't buy anything. Just use the freebies.
where cabinet official after official sucked up to
Have you tried doing a 50K now, Gambit, or no?
my policies, everything I'm doing is whatever it is that you want Donald Trump.
I'm testing the 100 one. Maybe that's my sweet spot.
Even if nominally we're going through the process of naming
Oh, you're looking for resets.
Fed governors and a new Fed chair, it's hard to make the case that anyone will believe.
ES bot just went long. Let me check NQ. No, NQ is not going long yet.
I mean, don't you think that every nominee right
15 minutes still got the downside, so I think we're still gonna drop later. So your short might be good, Q-tip. Yeah.
That's not evidence. Yeah, specific to Fed Governor Cook, I am curious. The charges of mortgage fraud, obviously, she's fighting them. They haven't even been brought. But I am curious if, in fact, this were to play out and she was guilty of that. Do you feel that that is a fireable offense? Would you want to see her step down from the Fed if, in fact, she is found guilty of, mortgage fraud?
So first of all, as you say, these are allegations, and where did they come from? They
Welcome
came
back.
from a Donald Trump lackey who said, in fact, I have access to a whole bunch of data that nobody else sees.
Jay-Z blew the funding ticks.
Go through the Donald Trump enemies list and find anything that I can claim is dirt that you might be able to use to lever somebody else. That's this process that's been going on so far. What I care most about is that we follow the law here, and the law is pretty clear that firing for a cause means job related, like someone who has been inefficient or someone who's been corrupt in doing the job.
That's why it's called work.
The Republicans are in charge of the House. The Republicans are in charge of the Senate.
Stop calling me. I'm trying to trade.
Senator Warren, I mean, the principles of Fed independence has been one of pretty broad agreement over the decades.
I love being
Are you
on
hearing
vacation.
from your Republican colleagues at all concerns?
Oh, are you gonna gamble Nvidia ER?
And do you think that would build toward anything like
XBFF?
pushback on this?
Pushback from the Republicans in Congress. I mean, what do you think it's going to take? Spine transplant.
My Apex renewed last night, so I got 300K. But if I can get someone to pick up the kids, I'm gonna YOLO those. Oh yeah, true. CPI is better. It's 2 weeks from now.
With the National Guard.
Yeah, I think Nvidia should give us a good pump or dump. Should.
States Senate, they just say whatever Donald Trump wants is okay by them. They have forfeited the idea of checks and balances that our
Dang,
Constitution
everybody's blowing up the
put in
funding
place.
ticks.
And they
Good thing it's only
don't seem
$50.
to hold Donald Trump accountable and his administration accountable for just plain old basic follow the law. You know, like when Congress says, here's the money we want to spend on these projects, Donald Trump is supposed to, the administration is supposed to spend that money. They don't spend it, and so far, the Republicans in Congress do nothing. So
That's awesome.
don't ask me to predict when the Republicans will finally grow a spine and say, we're not putting up with any more of this. Donald Trump cannot tank our economy by undermining the independence of the Fed. I'd like to see him do it, but I'm still waiting.
It's interesting, Senator. You know, the last few days, the Journal op-ed page, both on the Intel stake and on this. Here's a good line from this morning. Has Trump considered what a politically malleable Fed might do when the progressive left?
Market is kind of crap. Should we do the TPT race now? Yeah, let me set it up.
Thinking about ways in which to harness the power.
I'll tag my cousin. No, I don't want to get bitched at later for Thanksgiving.
Donald Trump
What is
so much energy in trying to
this
corral
TPT?
the Fed. And keep in mind, I've been after Jerome Powell for a very long time to lower interest rates. Jerome Powell said last month that he would have lowered interest rates back in February, except for the chaos that Donald Trump was creating around tariffs. So that means for 6 months now, Americans have been paying more on their credit cards, more on mortgages, more on car loans.
Oh,
all
the
because of the
TPT, the 50K, yeah.
Donald Trump has created. And even now,
Why not?
the Fed's talking about
You don't like him?
lowering
Oh, you already got five.
Trump
Oh,
and his
gotcha.
policies are stalling out the economy. That's exactly what the Fed governor just said. So why is Trump doing this? The
What
way
happened?
I see
Someone?
it, Donald Trump made a big promise when he ran for president, and that is that he would lower costs for American families on day one. Those were his words, on day one. And after he got elected, he said the reason he won was because he promised to lower costs on day one. Well, here we are at day, 220, and the cost of groceries is up, the cost of utilities is up, the cost of housing is up, the cost of back-to-school shoes is up, the cost of backpacks is up, the cost of baby strollers is up, costs for families are up, up, up. And Donald Trump desperately needs to change the channel and have an economic conversation where he can blame somebody else. And his target is he wants to blame the Fed for everything that's wrong in this economy when it's exactly backwards. We're having problems, and American families are paying more because of Donald Trump.
There were some reminders this week, speaking of the Intel news, about the amendment that you and Sanders put together when the CHIPS Act was being debated, which I think did sort of open the door to potential stakes. Is that something you can get your arms around a little better now?
So keep in mind what Donald Trump has just done. Let's go back to 2022. Remember, we're talking about how we're going to give money to some of these private companies if they will come build chips here in the United States, trying to onshore the production of chips. And there were a lot of restrictions put in place, like the agreement that the companies would put hundreds of millions of dollars of investments here in the United States, that 4 states were going to get new factories, that the jobs would be good union jobs, that there wouldn't be any stock buybacks.
Dang, look at that pump. Back to 600.
In steps as the companies showed that they were actually abiding by all the terms of the agreement. And so Bernie Sanders and I said, all great. These were all good things to make sure that if American taxpayer dollars are being spent, they will be spent on behalf of the American people and the American economy. But
Hey, Gambit, get your raffle tickets on YouTube.
get a little upside here. If this turns out to be a bonanza, let's find a way for them to be able to do that. And so that was our amendment. Our amendment didn't pass, but that was the idea. What Donald Trump has done is different from that. He's cut a deal with Intel and said, remember all those restrictions that you agreed to get this money? They're all gone. You do what you want. You offshore the jobs. You don't make the investments. You get the money up front. You do the stock buybacks. But we want 10% of the action. That is becoming a partner with a corporation. That's not making sure that taxpayer money is spent to try to.
Hey, Gambit, check your TPT now. You should have 150K credit in there. Let me know you got it, okay?
Shakedowns on American universities, just like he's doing shakedowns on American
Don't say I don't look out for you.
mayors, just like he's trying shakedowns anywhere that he thinks he can. And I think that's a big problem.
Well, there is I think there's a full expectation that it's going to help
Oh, bought one long? Shit.
to build manufacturing capacity.
Oh, no, bought one long. I gotta wait for pullback.
Donald Trump just waived most of the restrictions.
But just went long. Let me pin this thing on the chat.
Intel was delivering on those promises to invest here in the United States.
Damn, I need to pull back fucking long.
So why is Donald Trump waving on all that? Why is Intel asking for all that? And how is it that Intel can still get American taxpayer dollars when those restrictions are being waived? That's just Donald Trump doing shakedowns and not advancing the interests of the American economy and the American worker.
Senator, appreciate having you. Thank you.
Always good to be here.
Senator Warren.
Let's get a roadmap for the rest of the hour. After the break, NVIDIA's make or break moment tonight. We'll talk about just how much is riding on today's earnings report. Not
He's
just
working.
for NVIDIA, but the entire market. There's a massive move for MongoDB.
Bros, you get your tickets? Lynn, you get your tickets? For the YouTube, okay.
Is in the spotlight given the attempt to fire Fed Governor Lisa Cook, but the practice practice is rarely prosecuted. We're going to tell you why. That's when Squawk on the Street returns.
Music up, doors off, shades on. This is how
Wow, that. It's gone back to 600. Wow. Yeah. Woof. Hope you didn't short. That bot went up. Damn, I was long at 495 earlier too. Yeah, I can't. That's not me.
We got the top dollar for our house in the lowest condition that I could have imagined. The house sold in 2 days. It was so exciting for us.
Ideal Agent is available nationwide. There's no obligation, and best of all, our service is completely free. Call today or visit idealagent.com. Never miss a moment.
The reality is the Fed is not independent. The Fed has never been independent, and the political pressures on the Fed have always been.
Did you get the credit though? Gambit?
We need to make our own chips here.
Ah, cool.
We cannot rely on Taiwan, which is 9,500 miles away.
One of the things that amazes me about OpenAI is it's becoming more than just an infrastructure play. People are seeing it as effectively being a national security play.
Now that I'm a mom, things are, well, different. I have twice as many outfits to plan. My overpacking has reached new levels. Verizon's different too. They let everyone in my family choose whatever plan they want. I save money and can keep the same low price for 3 years. Love that for me.
I'm sorry.
That's where that was. Found it!
The City Double Cash Card. Feel the joy of earning unlimited 2% cash back. 1% when you buy, 1% as you pay. The City Double Cash Card.
But wear a sweater, we're not going to be able to see. Oh, hey, there you are. Are you ready to go watch some more me? No, not this time. I'm wide awake. I'm not going to fall.
Investors gearing up for NVIDIA earnings tonight, of course. Best Dow name year to date. A little pressure in some early trading, although off of the morning lows. Trivariate Research founder and CEO Adam Parker's with us at the Post 9, also a CNBC contributor. Great to have you in, AP. Big day, big day. Some, short interest, highest since June. I think some. Goldman's got a chart of expectations, maybe not as crazy bullish as they've been in recent quarters.
Yeah. Some of the IPOs that were amazing in June are starting to come out of them. I think people are expecting a ton of IPOs in the next couple of weeks too. So there's some positive activity. I think most institutional investors come back next week and they've got 2 or 3 industry conferences to go get some Q3 data points and see how we're progressing. So, after NVIDIA tonight, I think it's a little bit of a slow fundamental news for the rest of the week here in August. And we can focus on how Q3 is tracking next week.
You think seasonality in September holds firm? It's not great, really, from the beginning of the month.
Look, everybody I know who runs a lot of money wants to buy high-quality U.S. equities if they go down 10-15% for the specter of productivity in 26 and 27. So unless something really rattles people, I don't think we're going to get a big September sell-off. It's obviously hard to make a one-month
Oh, that's a
call,
quick
but
drop.
The companies aren't really indicating that things are slowing very much, the ones that are reporting. Even the consumer stuff out today, generally pretty decent.
Retail's at a 52-week high.
I'm not saying a down 4 comp versus the down 5. For some businesses that great, but I don't think things are falling off a cliff. And I think a lot of the tech companies are poised to put up pretty good numbers in the next 12, 18 months. So I'm directionally positive. I don't think we're going to get that scare in September that really caused a big sell-off. Absent some big change in policy or something else.
It strikes me that given where the market has come to, and once you get valuations here and people get, looking at concentration, the 2 elements of the incremental bull case are, well, the big money isn't fully in yet, right? There's still kind of neutral positioning among hedge funds or something.
3 minutes is. Look at my room for upside. When did the bot long at? 80?
Because no active manager is going to say, I'm putting 8% in NVIDIA, 7% in Microsoft, and all that.
I'll wait for a pullback.
I think the bull case is neither one of those things, but I don't disagree you could have flows.
Crazy,
or
the big drop and it
also-
pumped so hard. Wow.
I think it's this innocent until proven guilty thing that all of this hundreds of billions of dollars of AI investment is going to lead to some productivity gains for the big companies. We were always told it was a 3 to 4 year after the initial investment cycle. May 2023, less than 2.5 years ago, was the first upward revision from NVIDIA. We're going to see this in the end of 26 and into 27. And if you're bullish, like, you probably can't disprove me from that for a while. So I'm going to try, like, if I'm sitting there as the manager, I was looking at this the other day and it kind of blew my mind. 77% of the mega cap universe market cap is growth, 3% is value.
Yeah.
Okay, it used to be, and then other than we call neither a middle ground. It used to be kind of distributed. So if I'm a growth PM, what do? I want AI semis and compute, infrastructure and power, select software that wraps around it, some life science. Like, those themes are intact, and nothing you can tell me in September of 25 is going to deviate me from that path. So I got to make some judgment about share gain, margin expansion, the macro. But
Caleb got out of Lucid now too.
did or what? None of that's going to derail me from thinking that a lot of companies are going to be able to grow their revenue, not do net hiring, and benefit on the margin line. And I won't be bearish on U.S. equities if margins.
So yield pressure doesn't exist in the face of all of that?
It does for the multiples of select securities, but, like, you got to remember, the S&P 500 is like a superior asset class. Like, approximately zero of the companies are going to go bankrupt. I know it's a little histrionic, but, like, so
they get booted from the index before they get
booted. That's an important point. Like 6% or 30 of the 500 names on average get replaced every year. What do? Take out 30 bad companies, replace them with 30 better ones. So it's a managed up index, so it's hard to beat, right? So I feel like, the bull case is more, I can dream that margin expansion is somewhat probable because of this big AI infrastructure. And then the second part of that's probably that independent, not independent, I don't know, but if the Fed's going to be more accommodative, I don't know if I want to get negative on that either. Like, we ran at SERP for a decade and equities were good. You want to make a different bet if we're going to get more.
Well, that's because inflation was non-existent.
Yeah, but I don't know if, like, we have the demand profile we have. Like, I think what's hard for us to know is, like, during COVID, we had super strong demand and factories were shut down. We're not going to have that crazy demand, right? Because we did the purchase payment protection program, whatever. Company piece. So I feel like if we ran below 2% for a long time, we're fine. We can run a little above 2, and we can be fine. I'm just saying the bull case, your point's, sure, there be flows, and I agree. I think NVIDIA's been more of a retail and institutional stock all around to the positive for the retail community. But if I dream margins are going up because of AI, and I dream the Fed's going to directionally not be, a problem, good luck shorting U.S. equities.
Yeah,
that's the bull case.
Adam, I'm curious, given you do talk to a lot of asset allocators, do any of them care about Fed independence, or does it come up at all, and/or this creep towards state capitalism, or
Nice.
they couldn't care less as long as the AI trade stays?
4 MNQ. Don't do NQ.
Institutional investors have, like, Trump derangement syndrome than average human beings.
You got it.
Yeah, fewer do. So I don't think it comes up that often. I think people are concerned about it. But you see, like, intelligent people say, I don't know how independent it ever was. Maybe there was always been some phone calls between the Treasury and the Fed. And
right. I mean, Zervos yesterday on our air said that very.
That's, I don't know. It doesn't
I
really
do want a short still.
I think it comes
Gonna
up
wait
the
for
same way as
bigger
me
pump.
saying, if somebody says to me, hey, Adam, aren't you at all worried about government deficit or debt? Anything I say after that on that framing, I'm an idiot. Yeah, I'm worried about it. The question is, should I worry about it to deploy U.S. equity exposure in the relative bets today? The last 10 years have told me no. So you're saying I should worry about that right now? It's a little bit of the same argument with this Fed stuff. Like, I'm supposed to worry about it right now because they're going to get more dovish. That's what I'm supposed to worry about? Like, I don't know. I don't think
I guess I just wait for the pullback and all along.
easy monetary policy.
No need to go against the bot.
Looks like it's fixed before it breaks in. And actually, why is it right now? I have to say, and by the way, having worked with tons of fixed income guys, they're always bearish. They're bearish.
Are you shorting?
So they're going to call 17 over the last 0 times it's going to matter, and then they'll finally get it right and say they were right. But, like, if you're managing an equity book, like, that's useless to you. So I hear you. I'm concerned about it. Sure, I think it should be independent, all that. But, like, do I sell a bunch of risk today, lower my beta, and hide in a bunch of great big? No, you can't. You can't do that if you're running. So I don't think this.
And so the central trade just remains what it has been, which is I want exposure to all things related to AI and the spend around it and the potential efficiencies it will finally introduce in the end.
Also, really quick, I mean, if it's such a superior instrument, why are we lagging the rest of the world by the most in, 20 years?
Good
30
stuff,
years?
Chris. Getting your base hit.
Yeah, that's a loaded question in a way of, like, after massively outperforming for most of the last 40 years, you know, I think that's a more of a macro reaction.
I'm just waiting for people to blow up on those.
Are they farther along on their sort of
Yeah, you.
austerity
Are you on my?
measures?
Are you in the
They have
150?
different
Oh, you
paths
are.
on
Yeah, I hope you
interest rate
blow up.
central bank policy. I can also argue,
Game is gone.
I said years and years ago,
Oh yeah, yeah. Who else is in there?
not for stocks. The other day,
Dad's in
maybe
there.
it's less good for vacation, a little bit better for stocks. You know, like there's some things that are going to grow faster.
Towels.
Their banks are cheaper.
I think 2,700. Yeah.
Nothing as good as so I'm not as negative on some of the fundamentals, but if you're saying, Adam, what things grow above global GDP, and I am a global PM,
Dump it so I can long.
is comp services plus tech in the US, and it's 5-6%.
He's such a
how
bear.
can I own more US than that if I want exposure to themes that are going to grow way above global GDP? So kind of, David, your question is kind of right. Like, if you're
Are you going against the bot?
that grows above GDP that's gaining share, the US is going to win, and the tech trade is going to be a part of it for a while. So it sounds like, you know, obvious guy repeating the same thing, but as a lot of these really famous, you know, billionaires,
You good?
they say I made all 120% of my money on stuff people told
Good
me was obvious, and I
morning.
lost 20% of my
Oh,
money.
yo,
Okay,
me. You got your raffle tickets? It's about to start in like 10 minutes. You too.
But I do think that there is always going to be, like, one of our contrarian traits, which I always say means wrong, is we like healthcare. Yeah, right? And so
I'm joining you on the short.
people is like, we're going to stick with the price, and I'll make up the numbers.
I'm sure it's 606.
It's people the next 5 years, and I think it's 30 or 40.
I'm gonna get out
Maybe I
602.
can find some probabilistic arms to find some offense where tech and healthcare merge.
Oh
all that kind of stuff.
no.
But, you know, in the interim, like, who's beating numbers, who's you know, showing revenue growth. Plot NVIDIA's quarterly year-over-year revenue growth, and you'd think your intern made a mistake and ran across the spreadsheet. Okay, so that's the challenge. You want to short that? Good luck.
We might. I just want to get a quick short in because my TTM is getting weak.
DB's massive earnings
But my sizing is very small.
more than 30% this morning, plus the Taylor Swift effect, how her engagement to Travis Kelce is giving some stocks a
Give me a
boost
dip.
this week. Swap in the
So I can
street,
get
we'll be
out.
right back.
And then I'll long.
New projects means new project managers. You need to hire.
Have you touched your Tradify straight to funded, cousin?
Talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire.
Good. You didn't blow yet.
A lot of people need to replace their windows or patio doors.
XXA, XFA.
Because they think it'll be too expensive. Hi, I'm Ann Romer. I'm here with Michael Smith from
Yeah.
Renewal by Anderson.
I got out. I got out my short.
We do, Ann. We're the replacement window division of Anderson, one of the largest window manufacturers in North America. So we can usually offer our customers larger discounts and better financing than smaller companies.
Yeah, you don't have a time limit, so take your time.
Don't offer your same window and door installation method.
Our installers have installed thousands of windows.
Yeah, that's an expensive one. You gotta take care of that one.
Fit your specific window openings. Being custom built also means if you have any beautiful trim that you'd like to keep, we can install your windows without impacting
Oh,
the trim.
so it's blown, right?
And you offer a free window and patio door diagnosis.
We do. We'll come to your home and
Damn,
assess
that
your current
sucks.
windows, show you where you might be losing energy, and take measurements. Then we'll give you an exact price quote.
So you're not a high pressure company.
My background is in home remodeling as a carpenter. I've seen every window problem out there. So now I just want to help homeowners make
Yeah, I
their
got
home
out my short
beautiful
already.
and comfortable.
I want to take 3 or 4 points.
And your patio doors are really gorgeous.
Cause I want a long. I don't want a short. I just need a pullback so I can long.
And with multiple locking points on our patio doors, they provide
Don't fade the bot.
That is so great to hear, Michael. Thank you.
Before August 31st, buy one window or door.
Yeah,
and get the
it's
next
long
one
at 580. It
40%
shorted
off.
earlier. You
That's
got like 100
40%
points.
off. Plus, get an additional $45 off each window and door.
Alright, we have 62
with
people in
money
this
down,
race.
No monthly payments, and no interest.
Let me go
for
pee
12
and I'll
months.
start the race. I'll be back.
Call before August 31st to schedule your appointment. 1-800-918-0808. That's 1-800-918-0808.
It's 5 a.m. Eastern, streaming on CNBC Plus. NVIDIA reports earnings in overtime. An all-star panel reacts to the results and what it means for other semiconductor stocks. Closing bell overtime today, 4 Eastern, and streaming on CNBC Plus.
30 minutes into the trading session, three big movers we're watching today. We'll begin with J.M. Smucker swinging to a Q1 loss as tariffs on coffee imports impacted the owner of Folgers Coffee. Profits in coffee down 22%. On the flip side, shares of Kohl's surging on its earnings beat. Revenue tops expectations. And we're watching Williams-Sonoma too, topping Q2 estimates, raising its revenue outlook as well. Those shares slightly negative.
Time now for a CNBC News update. Silvana now has that for us. Silvana.
Hey, David, good morning. President Trump is expected to lead a meeting today on the Israel-Hamas war in Gaza at the White House. U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff says Washington expects the conflict to be settled by the end of the year. Now, it's not clear who will be present at the meeting today, and it comes as Israeli tanks pushed into a new part of Gaza City overnight as Israel plans to take over what it calls the last bastion of Hamas. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy announced his department will assume management of Union Station from Amtrak. The station is the main transportation hub in Washington. Duffy made the announcement just before he was set to join Amtrak's president for the launch of the new high-speed Acela train. Duffy says the station has fallen into disrepair. And Denmark summoned the top U.S. diplomat in the country following reports that at least 3 people connected to the Trump administration carried out covert influence operations in Greenland. President Trump has said he wants the U.S. to have jurisdiction over the semi-autonomous territory. Denmark has repeatedly said the mineral-rich island is not for sale, Carl.
Silvana, thanks. Silvana now. After the break, our software slowdown fear is a bit overblown today. Get a closer look at some of the top picks in the space, including MongoDB surging on its latest results. As we go to break, financials, new intraday all-time high with B of A, Goldman, Morgan Stanley touching some 52-week highs today at least. We'll be right back.
At Corient, wealth management begins and ends with you.
All right, let's go.
And our experienced advisors design custom-built strategies.
Let me start this thing. You guys ready? Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot about that. Let me wait.
At AG1, our customers deserve the best, and the best just got much better. AG1 Next Gen has launched with upgraded
Oh, I'm sorry.
and probiotic blends backed by gold standard.
Are they really sick or they don't want to go to school?
The next generation of AG1.
Well, hope isn't a good
Oh,
retirement
that
strategy.
sucks.
Retirement for years. Now you need to plan for retirement income. Learn ways to
COVID
avoid
now, huh?
common mistakes, like being too conservative or not setting retirement.
I know you feel, because I think I'm getting sick too. This kid's keep coming home with all these germs and shit, you know?
Retirement kit with the help you need to make your retirement a success, including the
I hate
Investor's
kids.
Guide to a Comfortable Retirement.
Fucking shit kids.
13 retirement plans to avoid and maximize your Social
Dirty little fuckers. Oh fuck, I'm on YouTube. Ah, they're gonna demonetize me. I did, but it takes like a week behind, so I should get it next week. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you win it. Did you sign up for this race thingy? Okay.
That's not how investing works. Wealth isn't won in a bet.
On 50K. Oh, I gave my last one to Gambit. I got you.
Herb Street, and today I'm eating Raising Cane's. Herb Street's in the drive-thru again. Oh, hey, Kirk. What can I get you today?
Yeah.
I want a solid bench of 4
chicken fingers that are real difference makers. Sprinkle cut fries.
I hope you got all your short, bro.
Cane sauce with your air of smugness that comes from knowing
Damn.
you're the best.
So the usual.
I'm gonna close the entry. I'm about to start.
Introduce the new Infinity QX60.
67 people. We do 3 minutes. About to start this. Oops. This is not the right one. Hold on, I'll be back. Gotta get out of this one.
This market's roughly a $100 billion market, and we technically have 2% share. If you get 5% share, we're a $5 billion revenue company. So the opportunity in front of us is massive.
They're gonna get new higher day, so careful with your short.
That was the CEO of MongoDB talking growth ahead for the company. The software firm lifting its outlook on a quarterly sales beat despite an EPS miss. Shares surging.
About to start this.
Thinks they could go even higher.
Good luck. Come on, where's the doctor? Where's the pharmacist in here? Pizza man's ahead. Jay-Z the mailman. I like this one. This one's actually really cute. Captain Jay-Z. Oh, look at Mountain. It's a baker. Oh man, I'm craving some banh mi right now. Where's my cousin? I don't see him. I'm on the top. Mr. Simpson is a baseball player. Damn it. I don't see you at all. No, I see you. No, you're top. You're top. You're like, yeah, right there. You're wearing some kind of glasses. I don't know what the hell that is. A teacher. I see you in your book. Where you at, Trader Ness? I don't see you. Scientist. I got the screenshot. That's so cute. Ooh, someone just got dropped out. Wow. Oh, Zoe. No way. What is that? The drummer? No way, ISIS. Piece of shit. What? ISIS won. No way. No. Alright, that's a sign to buy some pizza tonight. I'm ordering some pizza. Pizza Man won. Pizza for dinner, guys.
Travis Kelce's engagement announcement is giving some stocks a boost this week. And then later on, Allianz Chief Economic Advisor Mohammed Al-Arian will join us right here on Santa Post 9.
I gotta send this picture to TPT so they can look at it too. Yeah. Yeah.
patio doors, but they put it off because they think it'll be too expensive. Hi, I'm Ann Romer, and I'm here with Michael Smith from Renewal by Anderson. You really work with the customers to find affordable solutions.
We do, Ann. We're the replacement window division of Anderson, one of the largest window manufacturers
Yeah.
in North America. So we can usually offer our customers larger discounts and better financing than smaller companies or contractors.
Other window companies don't offer your same window and door installation method.
Our installers have installed thousands of windows. Our windows are manufactured to precisely fit your specific window openings. Being custom built also means if you have any beautiful trim that you'd like to keep, we can install your windows without impacting that trim. You won't get this with most vinyl windows.
Dang.
And you offer a free window and patio door diagnosis.
We do. We'll come to your home and assess your current windows, show you where you might be losing energy, and take
Whoa,
measurements.
that was a good short. Nice.
So you're not a high pressure company.
My background is in home remodeling as a carpenter. I've seen every window problem out there. So now I
I'm
just
gonna
want to help
cancel my
homeowners make their
long.
homes more
I don't want to go
beautiful and
long yet.
comfortable with the right window.
And your patio doors are really gorgeous.
They are. And they're
Order
engineered to
canceled.
easily open and close for years.
What's up,
And
man?
with multiple locking points on our patio doors, they provide even greater security.
That is so great to hear, Michael. Thank you. Before August 31st,
what?
buy one window or door and get the next one 40% off.
I don't think so.
That's
Well, I don't know. I
40%
think
off.
QT
Get an
is funded, but he's not
additional
telling us.
$45 off
Order
each
canceled.
window and door with no money down, no monthly payments,
Order
and no
canceled.
interest for 12 months. Call before August 31st to schedule your appointment. 1-800-918-0808. That's 1-800-918-0808.
Nice.
He's leading his team of
Good
over
shit, dude.
300 associates to be their best. Who knew
Hell
you
yeah.
could love like that?
I'm getting Chipotle then. Let's go. Yeah, don't, just take it slow. Yeah. It's not 830. It's only $333 on a 50K.
You should be concerned with the companies that don't come on.
Taylor Swift effect showing up in a number of stocks today. We're watching shares of Ralph Lauren,
Good
a
shit.
potential beneficiary from the Taylor Swift Travis Kelce engagement, according to analysts at
You didn't pass the second one yet. You didn't pass the second one.
during their proposal. The firm notes that Google Trends data in recent hours shows a significant spike in search interest for Lauren dresses and Taylor Swift Ralph Lauren. Meantime, CNBC.com pointing out this pop in shares a signet today after Swift's diamond appeared to be a cushion cut design. Wolf Research making a Swift mention in its metals note, writing, "We're not sure what precious metal Travis used for the engagement ring, but is there a prettier chart than silver on a monthly basis?" Singapore, but we're getting some pretty good retail results today.
What shape he used, the implication being he made it? I don't know. No, it is fascinating. It brings you back to a couple of years ago, right? The Taylor Swift effect with the concert tour. And then you had the kind of revisionism on that, which is it kind of just takes spending from somewhere else, right? It's not like net additive to overall activity, but I was impressed with the speed with which the market tried to price in the implications.
We don't have a date yet, do we, Carl, on the actual nuptials themselves?
I haven't got to say the date.
No, I haven't either, so. All right, so that's still yet to come.
I mean, the only intel that I've seen is that Kelsey's father saying that Taylor was getting a little antsy, let's get this show on the road. And then there's a lot of discussion about her $1.9 billion fortune and what kind of prenup you would draw up if you were to have one.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Must have it. That would be my advice.
Exactly.
You must
What,
have it.
36-year-old NFL player doesn't have a rich financial future ahead of
He's got a great financial future ahead, particularly Kelsey, but do it for nothing. Anything I say.
All right, advice to the freedom.
All right. We mentioned silver and the metals. We're also watching one group of stocks
think
that
he
are
is.
highly sensitive to commodities, the industrials. It is the year's second best S&P sector thus far. And who better to talk about it than Dom Chu, who's taking a closer look at some of the movers. Dom.
All right, thank you, David. Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Michael. So the industrials are the second best S&P 500 sector so far this year.
I want to
behind just
short now.
services. Now, in this hour, we're gonna
Let it pump a little
back into the
bit, and then
machine,
I'll
look
be
at the
short.
industrials that Wall Street analysts were getting
Yeah,
behind
fuck the bot.
earlier
I need
on
some
this
money.
year. Overall, as far as top picks go for 2025 are concerned, it was mostly technology, energy, and consumer stocks that got a lot
A
of
buy
attention.
order?
Now,
Oh, dang,
Uber,
never mind.
though, which is indeed in the
Oh,
S&P
so,
500
gotcha,
industrial sector, was labeled a top pick by three firms: Wolf, Goldman Sachs, and Wedbush. That was a good one there. That stock is up about 60% so far in 2025. Now, in a note back in December, Goldman put a $96 target price on the stock, and that's about where we are now. The note read that Uber's free cash flow rich business model enabled the company to consistently return cash to
Nice, that's-
shareholders while at the
oh,
same time
that's it?
investing back in the business to
That's
offset
not that bad. I thought it was more.
Now, JP Morgan called Boeing a top pick. It is up 31% so far this year. There was a $190 price target on the stock. We are well beyond that number now. The note read back then that Boeing is starting from minimal deliveries and has inventory to liquidate, so there are unique drivers here. The December 25th target price of $190 is 20 times the 2026 free cash flow estimate of $10.25 a share. And Citigroup actually picked UPS and put it on a focus list. That is not working out so well this year. That stock is down about 32%. The price target was 158 then. The stock is well below that number now and 40% away from its 52-week high. The
Oh, yeah.
optimistic note said back then the stock is in a positive position where contractual wage inflation has now significantly moderated. The company is pushing pricing and has relatively easy comps for the year ahead. So some picks overall that have worked out, Michael, and some that have not. But overall, industrials up 16% so far this year. Not too shabby. I'll send things back over to you guys.
Not at all. John, thank you very much. After the break, a closer look at mortgage fraud in America following the president's decision to fire Fed Governor Lisa Cook. Squawk on the street. Be right back.
Sectornomics is sponsored by Sector Spider ETFs.
I wish I wasn't afraid to smile. Wish I could get implants.
I wish I knew who to trust.
I'm not looking for another quick fix.
I want a smile I know will last. Clear Choice smiles are made to stand the
What
test
up?
of time. They're built by dental implant experts, backed by 20 years of pioneering research and a lifetime warranty on premium
What happened?
arches.
What about Apex?
Smiles are built for life. Schedule your free consultation today.
Yeah, 300K count. That's the max you can get per payout.
Homes.com. The
I think
place
so.
to find a place.
You have to make you have to make over 7,500. You can cash out 500. So you have to make at least 10,000 profit.
Seems that the gladiators get a lot of positive social sentiment.
Yeah, that's the 300. That's the one that I got uncapped and I ran it up and blew it because of the CPI. Yeah, because I did the uncap on the 50K. It wasn't enough drawdown, and I blew that. But I was just trying to gamble. That's the point of uncap. Ooh, that sucks.
Gemini, show me the concealer.
Thin tube in the middle.
Man, they're doing it quick. ISIS, your account was there now.
You were watching Clothes Fly. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen.
With meal deals with quick value, you get this, and this, and a McChicken or a McDouble or a Daily Double. All of this for
Yep.
just these prices? Oh, who says you can't have it all?
Decision to fire Fed Governor Lisa Cook has brought the issue of mortgage fraud to the forefront, but the practice may be less widespread than you might think. Diana Olick joins us. She has that story. Diana.
Well, David, mortgage fraud risk is rising slightly, but it's still at a very low level, and lenders are catching it more often now thanks to technology.
Let me know when you're short, okay? I want to join in.
Just over 6% nationally in Q2 from a year ago, that's according to Cotality. Again, that's applications which can predict risk. But overall, it's a really low amount, as in the share of fraud in all mortgage applications went from 0.81% to 0.86%. So there's your risk. Now, last year, there were just over 3,100 actual reports of potential mortgage origination fraud from Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac alone, and that's according to the Treasury Department's Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. That excludes private lenders. But according to the U.S. Sentencing Commission, last year, just 38 individuals were sentenced for the crime of overall mortgage fraud. Average sentence length, 18 months. Now, Cotality's Matt Seguin, who's an expert in mortgage fraud, says a lot of fraud cases are just not prosecuted because lenders say it's not worth the time and the money. They just deal with the repercussions.
Someone
of the
shorted.
bad loans.
Someone shorted. Who was it? Was it you, Poker? Ah, gotcha. Hey, if you short, let me know. I want to do something. I'm just sitting here. Oh, I should have went long. Oh well. I'll join you short.
Order filled.
All right, I'm up $30. That's enough for one pizza, so I'm good now.
We see a spike in these kinds of applications when, coming out of COVID, where we weren't really sure who or where our primary residence was going to be.
On eval, there's consistency. That's 40%. No, it's a 30%. 30%. Sorry. On eval is nothing. No, is it 30 or 40? It is 40. No, it's 40. 30? No. Funded is zero consistency.
It's a strange time for mobility, as we all remember. Diana, thanks. Diana Olick this morning. After the break, Mohammed Al-Arian will join us here at Post 9. We'll talk everything from the Fed independence to the outlook for the economy.
7 days on eval, and it is, yeah, it is 30% consistency, yeah. And then when once you're funded, it's just like TPT, zero consistency, and 1 day payout.
Supported both her mom and her son. Who knew your career could drive your future?
I knew. A lot of people need to replace their windows or patio doors, but they put it off because they think it'll be too
I should ask for more freebies on TPT.
You really work with the customers to find affordable solutions.
We're the replacement window division of Anderson, one of the largest window manufacturers in North America.
Audi is. Audi gave out 2 already. He's done.
Other window companies don't offer your same window and door installation method.
Our installers have installed thousands of windows.
It's free activation on trade day. It's like TPT.
Your specific window openings. Being custom built also means if you have any beautiful trim that you'd like to keep, we can install your windows without impacting that trim. You won't get this with most vinyl windows.
And you offer a free window and patio door diagnosis?
We do. We'll come to your home and assess your current windows, show you where you might be losing energy, and take measurements. Then we'll give you an exact price quote.
So you're not a high-pressure company.
My background
background is in home remodeling as a carpenter. I've seen every window problem out
I
there.
know. What's the point of winning? You're not gonna touch it.
More beautiful and comfortable with the right window.
And your patio doors are really gorgeous.
They are, and they're engineered to easily open and close for years. And with multiple locking points on our patio doors, they provide even greater security.
Oh, so great to hear, Michael. Thank you.
Before August 31st, buy one window or door and get the next one 40% off. That's 40% off. Plus, get an additional $45 off.
You haven't won anything lately, have
No
you?
money down, no monthly payments, and
Yeah.
no interest for 12 months. Call before
That
August
sucks.
31st to schedule your appointment. 1-800-918-0808. That's 1-800-918-0808.
I would do a top step. Top step. I would do a top step. It's not. Yeah. No.
Good Wednesday morning. Look at the money movers. I'm Carl Quintanilla with contestant brewer here at Post 9 of the New York Stock Exchange. Their eyes is off today. The White House now calling on Fed Governor Cook to go on leave, even as her lawsuit challenging her removal looms. So as the political pressure ramps up, Mohammed Al-Arian's with us today to explain why he's worried about Fed independence.
Plus, Okta shares on the rise. The company forecasting really a beautiful. I'm starting to quote Trump here. A big, beautiful future. It says it's buoyed
Ooh,
by
that
better
pump.
than expected economic conditions. CEO Todd McKinnon joins us to break down the quarter that shares up 3%.
How's Google doing? Google's been quiet.
Acceleration. Cities head of tech research thinks so, forecasting that AI revenues will reach $780 billion in 2030.
Nice shit. How's your TPT Pro, Google?
Markets now take a look at how we're moving. It looks like we're all slightly up by the Dow 0.2%.
Yeah.
S&P 500 following Nasdaq about the same.
Oh, you blew it? No way. All five or just one? Yo, JMU, we don't give a shit. Shut up. Don't be mean to him. That's my buddy. I'm just joking with him. No, he's in a chat. You blew all five? Do not reset the Pro, okay, Google? It's a waste of money. All five. What do you mean? You reset 3 times on a 50K? Oh my god, you're an idiot. That's over $2,000, man. Oh, you better be joking. Woo. Yeah, I don't think 50K is good for you. You should do 150K, Google. Because you size too heavy.
Response to an attack on Fed independence is a steepening, which is kind of what we're getting today. Is the market trying to say something?
I think it is, but what's really amazing is
I don't have any more 150K to give out. I gave my last one out, so you just gotta buy it. You rich, you just gotta pay out.
The market reaction has been really muted, has surprised lots of people. In explaining it, you have a whole range of opinions from it doesn't matter.
I don't think so. Google, he doesn't know how to copy trade.
Control. So you have people all over the place, and then of course the so what
He.
matters a great deal. But I think if the one thing is most likely, it's a steepening of the curve.
To what degree? I mean, we're already
He.
looking at, depends on what part of the curve you take, but going back a few years at least, right?
So 230, that's now at 127.
No, it's a he. It's a he.
Surprised we get to 140, 145.
It's okay.
The only thing that will stop that from happening is this attack on the Fed that is.
Yo, chill. What the fuck? Why would you post that?
Presidents has in its sight mortgage rates and has in its sight yield curve control. Okay, so there are a few people
so
that
messed
think
up.
about this, but most people are not going anywhere near that.
Should the market reaction?
So I think right now there's a number of
of it spinning.
I know, I hate seeing it too.
That's the one I like most, is that the market has gotten comfortable with the notion that the sovereign may be messy, but the corporates are fine. And that's why NVIDIA gets a lot more attention than the Fed. So we have decoupled the sovereign,
Oh, yeah, messed me up. I missed the short. Oh my gosh.
let's focus on the corporates. There's really exciting things going on.
Yeah, it looks like it might pull back on the 3 minutes.
Productivity enhancements that fundamentally change the economy. That's what the market mindset is right now. And
On your Ninja Trader tournament? Yeah, good luck on that, buddy.
Liberation Day and announces a whole basket of global tariffs at astronomical rates, and then pulls back a
Nice.
little bit. Today we saw India tariffs going into effect at 50%. He's getting
No, I
what
think
he
your short is
said he would
good.
win on April 2nd without the big reaction. When he first said he was going to fire Jerome Powell, massive market reaction. Now maybe going at it a little bit of a different way with a slower ramp, a slower build. Is it just that if you don't announce a massive change all at once, you're not going to get the slow build? It was described in the op-ed that I read, of watching a frog boil.
So, Todd, you missed out.
Something to do with it. But I think the other thing is we have been behaviorally conditioned to buy the dip. If you look,
So, Wizard.
every single dip has been bought, and the speed of recovery is fascinating. Even after Liberation Day, it only took us 38 sessions to get back to the record high. And Liberation Days are huge. Today, for example, yes, we have secondary sanction on India. This is a big step. Who's next? Who else trades
Nice, good
with
shit.
Russia on oil? It's China. So
Why you like Top Step so much, man? I don't get it. Not cheap. The payout's okay. The other firm have good payouts too, and it's much cheaper.
certain parts of corporate America.
Right. There's B of A has a great chart on the buy the dip mentality. They actually trace it back to like Greenspan era times. You add that, add to that the notion, and B of A has written about this too, that younger retail traders aren't busy saving for a down payment on a house because of the lock-in effect on real estate. And they're
that
sort of
pump.
ingrained on a betting mentality in an era of online gambling to play equities.
No, absolutely.
Let me know when you guys gonna short.
Liquidity
I want to short now. There was a pump. There was a pump. I have a short of 605, so I hope it hits.
Risks I see on the phone. One is that the bond market will go from relative space where the US looks fine compared to Europe, compared to elsewhere, to absolute space to we gotta get paid more for this. That would concern me. Right now, the bond market is comfortable, volatility is really low. And the other thing that would concern me is that somehow, and this has not happened, the tariff issue becomes a much bigger problem to global growth. It's not so far. But this economy is
Something
slowing,
stupid.
but not in any dramatic fashion. I do think that the Fed will cut. I do think we're going to have inflation persistently above 2%. And that the equilibrium rate of the inflation for the US is above 2%.
Because of tariffs or because of non-tariff service-related inflation?
Because of structural changes. We are rewiring not only the global economy that everybody sees, but we're rewiring the domestic economy. Companies now focus less on efficiency and more on resilience. And that has an inflationary impact. So I think what's important is we can get stable inflation that is somewhat higher than 2% and live with it. And the Fed,
I pay for mine. I pay for mine. I love it. It's only $20. What I need for Twitter.
But what they're doing is they push back the 2%. So we've lived 4 years with about
Yeah.
2%. Nothing dramatic has happened so far. And they're not promising us 2% for another 2 years.
I'm curious, with all of the political pressure we're now seeing on the Fed, and on Fed independence, would you be interested in a job on the Fed? Would you accept a position?
So this issue is irrelevant for me. What I find really interesting is you have 11 people that are, some of them are really well qualified, really respected, all of whom are interested in the job. So the institution itself and the challenges that are offered today is such that it will attract top people to that job.
It looks like it's gonna dip. I'm trying to get short, but I need a little pump.
To be made that even though they want this this job, let's say, and they realize the hurdles you have to cross to get it, then once they're in, their allegiance will be to the Fed and not necessarily to the president or to MAGA or any other faction.
I think that's true for the majority of people on the list,
right.
Okay, and they have enough economic foundation, they have enough market experience, right, that they understand that. Now, what's important, and we don't
What are you long
talk
at?
about it, is that most are committed to reforming the Fed. There are fundamental issues with accountability, with oversight, with the monetary framework, with
Hey, Gambit, do you have Tron?
external members of the FOMC, like the Bank of England does. You know,
Do you have Tron? The what is it? The stupid crypto. Damn it. So Fund and Ticks, they pay out in crypto for affiliate. I don't. Yeah. Coinbase doesn't have it. I don't want to do all that swapping shit.
And this is important. The G30, which is a group of former policymakers, establishment, came up with this set of recommendations, and they support Fed independence.
Talking about, I think Jason Sung or something like that. Right? That Chinese guy. Okay. Justin. I think it's Justin.
NVIDIA accounts for roughly 8% of the S&P. Joining us now is
And I'm out. I think my money's gonna be stuck in there. I can't cash out with no Tron.
expecting to hear tonight from earnings. What moves the needle for you?
Orders submitted.
Yeah, but where can I cash it out? I don't. The only thing I have is Coinbase. I don't want to sign up anymore. You know. I'll ask you later.
GPU and CPU together. That's essentially a unified
Mugo?
AI compute engine that many companies have tried to do. So to me,
Oh, who got to pay out? I didn't get to see.
Because essentially you can do
Oh, Wizard. No, I don't care for Wizard.
Companies will look to spend more because of the cost curve going down.
How are you navigating expectations here? Because
You lucky, JM. You can't hear it on YouTube.
set of estimates here. Third quarter revenue projections according to Bloomberg data are $15 billion.
No, YouTube's still there, but he can't hear you.
The difference between the highest and lowest estimates in the previous quarter.
Yeah, I mean that's interesting because in some ways, there's a varying degrees of expectations, but at the same time, I think sentiment's really positive here. If you think
580. I'll take that too.
really strong signal last quarter that demand was actually inflecting. This earnings season, you saw a lot of really strong CapEx numbers. So people, given where the stock is, are pretty comfortable with the near-term demand being really strong. And so it's really 2026.
Gambit's not happy.
China's coming back into the model. So to me,
Is it buy or sell?
controversial near-term debates here. Probably more. It's about 26 now.
Tony got some bits on the wire today looking at some of the Chinese competitors.
Q-Tip, can you help us? Are those buy or sell?
This FT piece about the Chinese looking to triple their AI chip output. Can you sort of characterize
Okay, so we're shorting then.
status of competition and whether it's getting more intense or less?
Yeah, well, I mean, in the AI space race, competition for compute continues to be very fierce. And so every country has made this a national priority. So to me, it's nothing new. China's continued to invest very heavily over the last 10 years on chip development. I think that is important that U.S. tech companies, NVIDIA, many of them, continue to stay ahead, that other countries are developing on U.S. technology. I think a lot of it comes down to really the ecosystem, the software, the integration, the
Good
system.
shit, Wizard. Oh yeah, good job.
But the ones that get off the PowerPoint, there's few and far between. And when they get to that point of actually taping out, then it's like NVIDIA is so much farther ahead with their system solution. And so, more and more NVIDIA is building the entire.
He doesn't know who. If he jumps on voice, that's like 12 of us in here.
Because of the strain that data centers are putting on at least the U.S. grid and how much more is expected to in the years to come, some argue that Jensen's going to have to address sort of power efficiency in a more robust fashion tonight?
Yeah, I think that's a great point. Power and capacity has
Chop,
become
chop.
probably the near-term bottleneck here, and to me, that is probably more of an engineering physics problem that will get sorted. And I think that part of it is NVIDIA can't drive this ecosystem and help their partners develop more of this, and so we're seeing a lot of innovative areas of progress, I would say.
Oh, damn. Bye, buddy.
Companies with capital or folks on power.
That's a write up.
With what the administration wants as well. So to me, I think it'll get sorted, but it's definitely not a walk in the park.
What was that?
Since the beginning of the year. Tony, thank you for joining us today and sharing your insight.
He did.
Still to come this morning, a beat and raise for Okta. Todd McKinn's going to join us to break down the quarter. Right now, shares up 3%.
Then Citi trying to nail down some numbers on the AI industry, out with a new report on the world's most valuable startups after more than 100.
Gold just went long. Isn't that bad for NQ? What a snitch. Yeah, what a snitch.
When emergency strikes, first responders rely on the latest technology. That's why Google created T Priority, built for the 5G era. T Priority dedicates more capacity for first responders.
Premium meat for a natural diet.
Most people don't realize how processed typical dog food is. At the Farmer's Dog, we believe dogs should be able
I wonder how it sounds like a deep voice or like a high pitch. Let's get him in here. I think it's high pitch. Watch. Watch. I don't remember. Let's get him on.
Best way they can to help them do that.
As an independent financial advisor, my promise to you is simple. As a fiduciary, I promise to put your interest first. Always.
I promise that our relationship will go well beyond just investment decisions.
It's the intersection of your money and your life where we can make the biggest difference.
Charles Schwab is proud to support the independent financial advisors who are passionately dedicated to helping people achieve their financial goals. Visit findyourindependentadvisor.com.
Jimmy had started out pushing carts when he was 18. 20 years later, he's leading his team of over
Yo, Google, go for the 150 account. 150 would last you longer. Well, I don't know, Gambit didn't last but 5 minutes. Oh man, I'm sorry, Gambit. You blew that way too quick. He blew his pro in 1 day in less than 5 minutes. That's like kite. It's so bad. I'm gonna short it then. Yeah, Gambit need a 3,000K account with Apex. Yeah, you keep saying that, but you're still doing it though. That's the thing. Yeah. But it was good movement though. You went against the bot. Yeah. Yeah, I held for like a big drawdown and came out green because it bounced. Yeah.
All the while, you were watching clothes dry. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen.
Google, you can blow 5. You short one account, short again, keep shorting again, and it pump. You just end up blowing. See? I know a crackhead when I see one.
Back taking a look at shares of Okta today. The identity security company higher after reporting a beat across the board in Q2. Raising full year guide says it's removing some macro concerns from its outlook after headwinds kind of failed to materialize over the course of the quarter. Joining us
I
now,
do.
the first on CNBC interview is Okta's co-founder and CEO.
No, Google doesn't lie.
Good to have you.
Nah, man, I'll take that back. Google doesn't lie. Yeah, I know. 6 years and counting.
saw some uncertainty
He's
in the
cooking.
federal vertical, and that turned out to be, in retrospect, unwarranted. We had a great
Guess
quarter
I'll
with
get on
federal,
after he's
really
done
strong quarter
cooking.
across the entire public sector. Half of the top deals in the quarter were from that sector, and that sector needs identity. They really want to stop.
Yeah, let's do it when we get on. We just log off.
The public sector often has 30-year-old contractor maintained identity stacks, and we're the vendor with a modern solution that covers all their use cases. So it really resonates.
So how does that affect the guidance for calendar 26?
Well, we're very pleased with Q2, and into the second half of the year, we're entering the third quarter with record pipeline. We generated
Yeah,
in
where's
the
it
second
Mexican?
quarter. So we're very optimistic, and the position we are in is quite unique. We're the only independent neutral identity company that has all the products that people want, from identity governance.
No,
to
he's Mexican.
to privileged access management,
Yeah.
all the product that
They were speaking Spanish earlier yesterday, right? Me?
we're really optimistic about the run ahead
Yeah.
of us, and we're going to go out there and execute it.
You also
What did you call me yesterday? Punto or something like that?
when you said that the acquisition of CyberArk doesn't really affect the competition in the space where you're concerned. Why not? It seems like they would have an advantage in bundling the products together.
Well, it is true that every customer wants to be more effective with their cyber spend. Cyber budgets are very strong, but they want to be effective with that cyber spend. And for us, what that means is delivering this one-stop shop for identity. These big companies, like I work with one of the largest technology companies in North America, and we're working with them to replace 50 identity vendors. So just in the identity
I want to
space,
go
they have
short.
50
I don't know if I
identity
should
vendors, and
yet.
we're replacing them all. And that means incredible efficiency
Who?
for this company, and most importantly, it sets them up for this.
No, don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
And they need to have identities themselves. And by getting rid of this disparate mess of identity technology and consolidating,
Got some nutcase. You never know.
Really are not only getting cost efficiencies, but they're being set up for this technology future that they're very excited about.
It's a he.
So this notion that AI is somehow killing software or portends the death of software, I imagine you think that's overblown, or maybe it's only overblown for the security part.
I think that it's very exciting for software. I think that the big challenge customers
Yeah.
have is really connecting it all together. They have all of these silos of systems and data, and they need to connect it all together. And you hear about this term AI agent. What that really means is innovative software
Such a lady
using
boy.
large language models to process all of this data together. And that's an integration problem, and that needs identity. These things have to log into these disparate systems. They have to log in an automated way that's trackable and that can be audited if something goes wrong. And that's what we're offering. And not just in a way that enables
I need to get off my stream now.
This area is rapidly evolving, and everyone has a new platform for building agents, and SaaS companies have their own platforms for